Hi. Oop, wow. Hold on for a second. I swear. I forgot to bring it closer. There we go. Is that good? Yeah. Hi, welcome to the All Signs There Feelings for You from August 23rd to August 29th. Oh, whenever you find this video, just slap on an extra 7 days from the day you find it. Happy birthday, Leo, if you're still celebrating your birthday. I do have this scheduled for Virgo season, so I will be starting with Virgo first since it's their birthday season officially tomorrow. But happy birthday to the Leo still celebrating. What else? Nope, that's it. Sorry I'm late again. I swear, that's the theme every week. I got now officially 10 birds. So my morning is filled with birds, cats, kids. So yeah, I might have to readjust my weekly time to like maybe 9:30 instead of 9 o'clock. We'll see. All right, ready? I'm gonna begin with Virgo first because this is scheduled for when Virgo season begins. And then we'll go from Aries to Pisces. Thank you, Jess. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Jessie. All right. Let's get Virgo going. Let's get Virgo going. I need to really invest in a farm maybe with the way I'm going with these pets. I don't know what it is. It's just something very grounding about having a variety of different pets in your home. Oh, I love the sound of chirping, meowing. Thank you, one of the moon children. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. You are such a doll. Thank you. All right, Virgo, let's take a look at you guys for the week ahead. If your birthday is this week, happy birthday. All right, what do we have for Virgo this week? Is my microphone on? Just want to make sure. Good morning, Bernadette. Is my microphone on before I get involved with a 3-hour video? Thank you, Amor. I appreciate you. Aw, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Can you hear me? My microphone on pretty good? And then I'll get straight to the messages. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate it. All right. All right. Let's do it for Virgo. I'm using really large decks right now, so my hands aren't small. It's these cards are really huge, but I love these cards. All right, what do we have for Virgo this week? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my vivacious Virgos. All right, so the person that you've got on your mind, what are their feelings for you? We have the 2 of Wands, their intentions with you, the 6 of Pentacles, their next actions, the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. They are at a bit of a crossroads. Their actions totally does not match their intentions. What is Virgo's feelings for this person? The Emperor, major for Aries. And the overall theme this week is the 3 of Cups. Hey, you got my birthday card. You got my birthday card for your birthday week. Look at that. That's beautiful. Influencing the 3 of Cups is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so Virgo, what I'm strongly getting off of your week is that you've got someone that's wanting to show up and be very sweet with you this week. Very, someone wants to give you a lot of attention this week. Thank you so much, Rachel. I appreciate you. I'm trying to give you a heart and it's trying to block you. Virgo, you've got someone here that is wanting to be front and center in your life this week and maybe make plans to spend some time with you or to reach out to you. But I'm a little bit concerned about why their actions this week shows up as the 5 of Pentacles. So I need to really investigate why this is happening. Wow, you guys are, wow. Thank you so much, Jess. I appreciate you. All right, clarify the 2 of Wands as this person's feelings. Why the 2 of Wands as this person's feelings for Virgo? The World card, and then I see the Tower. Oh, okay, that explains the switch up. Oh, that explains the switch up. I was wondering Because Virgo, when I first pulled your spread, your person's intentions with you is the Six of Pentacles, and then it switches to their actions being the Five of Pentacles, which is the opposite of the Six of Pentacles. And I'm like wondering what the fudge? But because they're at a crossroads with that Two of Wands, it kind of made sense to me. But seeing the Tower, it starts to make more sense. You've got someone here that is dealing with a lot of changes in their own life, their own background, and they're trying to figure out how these changes affect the two of you. Like, for example, say you're getting to know someone or you've been dating someone for a little bit and things are going good, but then you get a job offer that takes you out of state and it's like, ooh, it's too soon to ask Virgo come move with me when we just started dating. But if I do move, I don't want to do a long distance relationship. It's kind of giving that, but it doesn't have to be that exact situation. I'm only saying that is because the World card can sometimes talk about, long distance travel. Okay. You've got someone here who's at a bit of a fork in the road in regards to their relationship with you as it was, but then something else throws in a little bit of a spin to it that kind of, makes their decision a little bit easier. It feels like someone really wants to pursue something with you until something else comes in and calls their attention in a different direction. Let me clarify that, Tower, because I am seeing where there is an unexpected change in plans. Clarify that, Tower, please. The Five of Wands and the Four of Swords. So Virgo, it feels like around this time frame, you got someone that's really wanting to be front and center in your life and really wants to be around you, but you're going to sense something is a little bit off with them. Like they've got something on their mind or they're caught between two different paths. This is why it feels like there's some sort of change happening in their life that might affect the two of you being able to work together in a way that, feels stable and secure. Like a job schedule change, a change in their living situation, something like that. I'll know more as I clarify their intentions. But let's get into your feelings. You got the Emperor. You may be dealing with someone that is a boss or someone with high authority in their field who takes on a lot of responsibilities. Whoever this person is, I do feel like they are successful or they're heading that direction and their career is very important to them. The Knight of Pentacles, Virgo's court card. Could be a fellow Virgo. Doesn't have to be. Virgo, you're pretty much telling me that you feel like this person is being met with a lot of different responsibilities and that they've been trying to blend you into their world, into their life, because there are feelings here. Now that this card just showed up, which shows me someone detailing their car as if they're about to go on a road trip, it kind of aligns with what I said earlier with that World card. You might be dealing with someone that you're getting to know, but maybe is getting ready to move unexpectedly. And maybe the commute is a little bit too far out for the two of you to maintain your relationship. This is a very specific message. This feels like a personal reading for somebody. This doesn't feel like it's a general message. Because I don't feel like all of you guys are dealing with someone who's getting ready to move. They really like you, though. They really like you. Let me clarify this Knight of Cups. Because whoever this person is, they really do like you. And I don't feel like this is something that they're happy about. Clarify that Knight of Cups. Or some of you may have recently already went through this and you're wondering why someone started to pull back. Why the Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and then I see Temperance. So the Ten of Wands is showing me where there's a lot of burden being put on someone's shoulders around this time frame. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you, Angel Eyes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jesse. And thank you, Inland Empire. I appreciate you guys. I'm so sorry I didn't see that. Virgo, it feels like you're getting an unexpected message from this person, letting you know what's been going on in their life. And it feels like they might want to hear what you have to say in order to figure some things out. Like they appreciate your advice. They appreciate your ability to give strong advice without being biased. Like if you like this person and you know that they're being given a job opportunity that could change their life, not being biased would be like, hey, I like you and all, and you leaving does not benefit me, but if you leaving benefits you, I think you should go. It's like they know that you are someone very practical like that. Yeah, this feels like a personal reading. Let's clarify this person's intention, Six of Pentacles. This person's intentions is to give to this, to give to it in a way that feels mutually rewarding. Like this person feels like giving to the two of you would make sense to them. But it feels like something is really stressing them out. Why the Six of Pentacles? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles comes in when it's time to assess a situation, to reevaluate a situation, to look over what you've already invested, to see if future investment is warranted. Okay? This person is acknowledging that investing in the situation with you has benefited them and they feel has benefited you. But there's a wrench in the situation. So let's figure out what they do next. Why the Five of Pentacles? As I'm saying that, I open up to the Eight of Pentacles, which is my work card. I'm getting something about work. Something about their job kind of changes things up for the two of you. Like I said, it doesn't have to be that a job takes them out of the country, out of state, or anything like that. A job could just like change their commute to an extra 30 minutes where they don't have time to visit you, or their schedule changes where you guys won't be able to see each other as much. Why the Five of Pentacles? Ace of Cups in reverse, Empress in the upright. So Virgo, it feels like around this time frame, someone might be rescinding a love offer because of a change of events in their life, at least for this week. It feels like someone is trying to figure out what to do, but they don't have an answer this week. This is a to be continued sort of reading. All right, maybe next week they'll know what to do, but it feels like they're not feeling good about this. They're happy about their success, but they're not happy about how it might put a wrench in the two of you's connection. Is what I'm strongly getting. Yeah, this is a personal reading. The Empress, Eight of Swords. The Empress, Eight of Swords, that comes in when there's a lot of growth, but there's restrictions now. Like putting a perfectly good sunflower seed in a mason jar and putting on the lid. That's the Empress to the Eight of Swords. The opportunity has growth, but the restrictions surrounding it prohibits its ability to foster into something very successful. They don't know. They don't know, Virgo. This week, they don't know. This is one of those weeks where it's like there isn't a clean, outcome, like a 30-minute sitcom. There is no outcome here. It's pending. This person is just going to withdraw their energy a little bit with that Ace of Cups and reverse Five of Pentacles while they figure things out. Like I said before, it doesn't have to be involving a job. It could be involving, some plans in their schedule changes, or I don't know. I don't know. But what I am getting is that this person generally does care about you, generally does feel strong feelings for you, and is not happy about the whole situation and wants to hear your thoughts about it. So you're going to get communication about that, is what I'm kind of getting. Anything else for Virgo this week? Anything else for Virgo this week? Anything for them? Anything for them? Page of Wands, and then I see the Judgment card. The Page of Wands is telling me that you do have some good news outside of all this, that there is something heading your way that's going to put you in a really peppy mood and a really positive mindset, okay? For some of you Virgos, this actually could be you that is the one that is doing a job change, a move, or something like that that is affecting the relationships you have already created, you already cultivated in your own way. And you're the one that's getting the exciting news, and you're the one that has to make the judgment call. Reverse it however you need to. Remember, these readings can be flipped. It could be you who's getting that, and you have to let someone know, look, I don't know if I can talk to you anymore. I have all these changes happening in my life, blah, 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 blah. You've got the good news, Virgo. You've got the good news. So let's get the hidden messages. Either way, Virgo, however you slice it, you've got a good week ahead outside of what's going on with you and this person. You have a lot to be thankful for, is what I'm getting. And someone does appreciate you and care about you, but their life circumstances threw a little wrench in the situation. All right. Curated image. Every post is polished, every angle calculated. Don't get distracted by the highlight reel. I typically don't get this for Virgos. Virgo, I'm kind of getting that you're going to be getting some unexpected success, whether career-wise, financial-wise, or your social settings, to the point where you might get caught up in all the praise, all the excitement, to where you go from, oh, that doesn't bother me, I don't care how I look, I don't care how I dress, I don't care, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, you start to care more because you feel like the attention is getting very strong and exciting. Okay? It feels like, Virgo, outside of your love life, or maybe even tied into it, you're going to be getting some unexpected attention. And it feels good. It feels good. They're just wanting you to not get caught up in the, you know, like getting noticed for you being authentic, then all of a sudden being too focused on your looks, too focused on how you present yourself, to where it doesn't come off as yourself. Okay? That you're getting attention for you because of you. And if you make any changes, it's not going to feel the same. Canceled in reverse. They crossed a line, now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. Some of you Virgos may be dealing with a situation privately that is leaving you feeling very, you know, uncertain about what to do moving forward. But the good news is you're keeping it private. You're not trying to call someone out and ruin their reputation or hurt them in any way, or someone's feeling that way about you. Because I am getting, someone here is getting a lot of attention in a positive direction, and someone's trying to respect that by not bringing personal drama into a situation. Spill tea. Gossip is currency and someone just cashed in. When the tea's this hot, you better believe it's being passed around. I keep on getting, Virgo, a lot of attention being thrown around you. So you're being guided to just be yourself, be authentic. Don't try to like be something you're not in order to present a different image, because while you're being watched, you know, if you make any changes that don't feel like you, it might co-sign to something that is being said. All right, I don't know how else to explain that, Virgo. This is something I don't usually get for you. This is not something I usually get for you. This is telling me that there's some sort of big change in your life that is kind of like taking you on a different path a little bit, to where it's unfamiliar. Ride or die. This is about unwavering loyalty, the kind that stays through thick and thin. If you've got a ride or die by your side, cherish and defend them fiercely. So Virgo, if you're not in a stable relationship right now, or you feel like you were building something with someone and they're making an exit out of your life, they are showing me that there is a very successful long-term connection that is being offered to you if you want it, where it could end up being your ride or die, someone that you build with for a very long time. Universe will pull people out of our lives that we think should stay, and then when we least expect it, they bring in other people that we wish we met long time ago. You know, it's one of those situations, Virgo, where it's like, why is Spirit taking wonderful people out of my life, and then fast forward 6 months, you meet someone new, and it's like, where have you been all my life? And you forget about the other situation. All right, so you got something exciting coming towards you, Virgo, so don't fret if there's nobody else in your life right now. So for zodiac signs that came through the first spread, I've got strong Scorpio, Cancerian energy, Aries, Taurus, Leo, but it really could be any zodiac sign. Oh, and also Moon in Taurus. So if you're dealing with someone with Moon in Taurus, that came through. All right, just enjoy your birthday season, Virgo. All right, on to Aries. Thank you again to all the super chatters. I try to not let the thing distract the message, but thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. So if I don't say thank you right away when it happens, just know that I appreciate you, and I read them after the live stream. All right, Aries. What do we have for Aries? What do we have for Aries this week? Aries. What do we have for Aries? Let's pretty much, this is the reading for the end of August. No, it's scheduled till the 29th, and August is 31 days. Never mind. Aries, 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Aries. All right, the one on your mind, how do they feel about you deep down? We have the 7 of Wands, their intentions, the Ace of Cups, their next actions. Ooh, I just got a wave of chills. I just got a wave of chills. I don't know if you can see it right. I don't know if you can see it. The Hermit, Virgo energy, unless it was just isolated area. Where'd it go? How does Aries feel about this person? The 8 of Wands. And the overall theme we have is the 8 of Swords. Well, the Ace of Cups in their intentions position is showing me that there's someone that you're dealing with that has already felt the activation of their heart in regards to the two of you. Aces usually represent new opportunities for me, so this could be a new crush, someone that you just started getting to know. But it could definitely show up in pre-existing relationships where someone is developing feelings for someone in a new way, maybe learning something new about someone that makes them feel very drawn to that person. Either way, Aries, you got someone that intends to be open to you around this time frame about how they feel about you. With the 7 of Wands as their feelings, it almost feels like this person feels like they have to clear something up first, or it's like before they can tell you how they feel, they've got to like defend something. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're feeling some sort of way about this person. It's kind of giving, hey Aries, before I tell you anything further, if you heard anything about me, blah, 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 it's not true. Like it feels like this person starts off with a, you know, that sort of thing. So let's take a look. Why the 7 of Wands for how this person feels about Virgo this week? This is Leo energy coming through. 8 of Pentacles. And then I got the Page of Wands on the bottom, Aries energy. They like you. They want to work together with you. They do feel like this is a work in progress, though, with that 8 of Swords telling me that there could be some restrictions right now that is keeping you guys limited on your connection, whether it's work schedules, family life. This person's acknowledging that there could be some restrictions to how often you guys see each other, how often you guys talk to each other is kind of what that's telling me. But the 8 of Pentacles is pretty much saying worth it. Aries is worth it. So they like you. But with the Ace of Cups as their intentions, it feels like they're trying to turn it into a different direction, something more romantic, if this has not reached romance yet. Yeah, it feels like you guys are in that getting to know each other stage right now, and they would like to see it go romantic. Let's take a look at your feelings. With the 8 of Wands being your feelings, Aries, that's a really good card. It usually shows up when you're excited about whomever is trying to get a hold of you or is reaching out to you. There's no like, ugh, this person. It feels exciting. Some of you Aries just moved and you're starting your life over and you already met someone new. Or, you know, you could still be living in the same town, but maybe you switched homes and you're in a new neighborhood and you're just feeling like everything feels fresh. Why the 8 of Wands? The Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. When the Wheel of Fortune comes out alongside the 8 of Wands as feelings, that's huge. That's you feeling very lucky to have met somebody. That's you feeling like you could feel the pull of the universe co-signing you moving forward with this person. Doesn't guarantee that you're meant to be with them for the rest of your life, but you're getting this feeling like you were supposed to cross paths with this person and go through an experience with them, and it's leaving you feeling excited. I like it. This is a really good combo. A really good combo. And that number 8, August, and it's fire. We're in Leo season, a fire sign season. And we got the Wheel of Fortune that has a combination of all fixed signs, including Leo. And this is Jupiter ruled, and Jupiter went into Leo on June 30th, where it's going to sit there until next July. okay? Indicating that Aries, your love life may be positively impacted by Jupiter this year. You may be one of the lucky ones that are getting a lot of growth and expansion in your love life. And I feel like I got that for you in your August monthly. I've said this a million times, but if I'm doing a career reading on you and I get a lot of Jupiter energy, that's telling me that the Jupiter in Leo is going to affect your career in a positive way. Or if I get a lot of Jupiter energy in a love reading, your love life is being impacted by Jupiter and Leo, that sort of thing. Page of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Some of you guys are planning a cruise. I feel like I said that to you last week because it looks like everyone on a cruise ship. A cruise ship or some sort of vacation. Either you or this person, someone's feeling very like, wants to be very spoily. Like someone wants to spoil someone rotten. Like lavish dinners, lavish gifts. It feels like someone here has money, or if they don't make a lot of money, they're wanting to still treat someone to something special. All right, I like that. So let's take a look at this person's intentions. You know, I don't know where this person's coming off with that Seven of Wands earlier, because the message I was originally getting, it kind of like shifted a little bit. It's like this person may be realizing that doesn't matter and to not even make it an issue. Page of Pentacles, and I got the Sun on the bottom. Aries, that kind of switched up on me. I like it. It switched up in a good way. This is Leo energy, and we're still in Leo season. So for some of you, someone is falling for you while in Leo season. Okay. The Page of Pentacles as intentions is also the intent to invite you out for lunch, invite you out for a coffee date. This is still in the early stages. There could be talks of travel with the World card, or someone just recently moved. And I did get that for you earlier, Aries. Someone here moved. And it doesn't have to be within this month. It could be in the last 6 months where someone is just trying to get adapted to their new environment, meeting new people, things like that. All right, so their actions is the Hermit. Why the Hermit? The Emperor, Aries energy. The Two of Wands, Aries energy. The Ten of Wands, Aries, Leo. That's a lot of Aries showing up in this person's actions. When a lot of Aries cards show up in someone's actions, that usually tells me someone's about to take a risk, someone's about to take a chance on something, or someone's trying to start something new, or, you know, like invite some sort of new opportunity in, because you rule the first house, Aries, which is all about, you know, self, trying out new things like that, giving things a try. The Emperor usually comes in when someone is wanting to show up in a very secure and stable way and take the lead. But this person is carrying a heavy burden that they are possibly going to be opening up to you about, and that could be why that Seven of Wands was here earlier. So let's clarify the Eight of Swords, because that is the card that told me that there could be some limitations here. The Star and the Two of Cups. Okay. The Star comes in when there's a need to have hope and faith, even if we are met with a situation that feels very limiting. Okay. The Two of Cups shows up when two people have a mutual love, mutual respect for each other, and work together as a team. Aries, you could be entering a new relationship. Around this time frame, you could be entering in a new relationship. Because with their intentions being the Ace of Cups and now seeing the Two of Cups, that's telling me that you've got the same feelings. Because the Two of Cups is two people showing up with their Ace of Cups in their hand, exchanging feelings. Aries, this is positive. I was a little worried at first when we started off with the Seven of Wands, but it feels like something gets cleared up. Something gets cleared up. The Star card is telling me that there is a change for someone, and a change leads for the better. Where is that hair? It's tickling me. There we go. Let me just get one more card on that Seven of Wands. I am just very nosy, and I want to make sure I'm not overlooking anything that could be very important to you guys. All right, clarify that Seven of Wands. Ten of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. The more I'm getting into the meat and potatoes, Aries, it feels like you're dealing with someone that's fighting for happiness. They're unstoppable when it comes to finding someone that they can build a life with. Because sometimes the Seven of Wands doesn't have to be defending off like a bunch of haters or feeling like you got to defend your name, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes it can be, you know, standing up for what you believe in, like showcasing your convictions, being like, I'm not giving up on something because I know it's within my right to have it. Something like that. Someone may be fighting for you. Not that you've got other competition. I mean, you definitely could be. You're an Aries. Fire signs usually have like a couple different offers. For some of you, if you've got a lot of success around you, someone may be trying to feel like they have to defend why they're interested in you if you're used to people being with you for the wrong reasons. I get that a lot for you, Aries. Like you might have like a high profile profession where it's natural for people to want to be with you because of who you are. All right, that could be for some of you. Whether you are the principal of a school, whether you are, you know, a sheriff of a, you know, sheriff's department, like you might have like a very prestige position. That's not for all of you, obviously. All right, so Aries, it feels like you got someone that really likes you, and it looks like it's mutual. I like it. All right. I went to open up the deck to pull out the hidden messages, and look what I see. Happy family. You're creating or aligning with a family dynamic that's grounded in peace and mutual care. This is the kind of home that can heal generational wounds. Aries, if you're newly connecting with someone, this could end up turning into a very successful relationship. Very successful. And if someone here has a child already from a previous relationship, this could become a blended family. Like someone may feel like their love life is restricted because they've got a kid already. I wonder if that's why the Seven of Wands is here. Like someone's trying to defend why they deserve to be in a happy relationship. Like maybe someone's always getting rejected because they have a kid already or children. And someone's like, hey, before we go any further, I need to clear something up. I do have a kid. Are you going to lose interest in me now? That could be for some of you, Aries, whether that's your person or that's you. Someone may feel like they're being a single parent has limited them in their love life. And I'm strongly getting that it's not limiting somebody. Someone's still open. Someone's gladly open to welcome in the entire family. Whether a stepdad coming in or a stepmom. Someone here is like, no, I care about you, which means I care about your children or your child. All right. You could be dealing with a Leo, a fellow Aries, an Aquarius, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus. It could be any zodiac sign. Different worlds. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. For some of you, someone may feel restricted because maybe you guys live far away or you guys have different backgrounds. One is more financially successful, the other one is not, or different race, different background. But I feel like love is love. You can make it work. Status symbol. Someone's chasing symbols instead of substance and wondering why it still feels empty. That brings me back to what I said earlier, Aries. For those of you who are single and there's not someone in your life right now, you may feel like the reason why you're single is because you may feel like the people that are trying to be with you are wanting to be with you because of what you can do for them or what you already have created. Like if you're a boss or if you have nice things, nice car, nice house, you may feel like someone's wanting to be with you only because of who you are, but not because of who you are inside. Okay. Fantasy world in reverse. Head in the clouds, head chasing fairy tales. The truth is getting lost in the sparkle. With it coming in reverse, I feel like someone's not with their head in the clouds. Someone knows what they want. Aries, this is a very positive reading. This is a positive reading. All right. So enjoy if this resonated with you. On to Taurus. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nancerella. I don't know if I said your name correctly, but thank you so much. All right, on to Taurus. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. And again, sorry I was late. I feel like I say that every week. Hi, Taurus. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. All right, what do we have for Taurus, please? What do we have for Taurus, please? Page of Cups kept on wanting to get my attention, Taurus. Someone could have a crush on you and hasn't shared it yet. Could be a water sign, doesn't have to be. 2 more shuffles for Taurus. 1, 2. Let's rock this deck for my terrific Taurians. All right, Taurus, the one on your mind. How do they feel about you? We have the Knight of Wands. I think this came out in your weekly reading. I could be mistaken. But the Knight of Wands, as someone's feelings for you, feels very fun, feels very flirty, feels very sexual. All right, someone here is pretty much saying, hey, I'm single, I'm free, I'm gonna go flirt with Taurus. What's their intentions though? What's their intentions with Taurus? Page of Pentacles. Someone wants to offer you out for a date. That sounded so wrong, like they're trying to sell you. Someone wants to offer to take you out on a date. That sounds better. Yeah, Taurus, someone likes you. Someone likes you, someone digs you. You got someone giddy. All right, how are things going to unfold? The 5 of Pentacles. Virgo got that too. You might be rejecting them. How does Taurus feel about this person, please? 5 of Cups. You're not interested. Some of you Taurians, you may be still grieving an old relationship and you're not ready to date just yet. You might be rejecting somebody this week. Someone really likes you and they're sticking their neck out to be like, hey, I like you, you want to go out? And it looks like you might say no. I will definitely dive in a little bit deeper to see if anything could change throughout the week, okay? I like to clarify. But for some of you Taurians, you're either still hoping that someone else reaches out to you and instead you get this person. Maybe this is a sign for you to open up to maybe a new person if another person has abandoned the situation. What's the overall theme for Taurus? We have the Queen of Swords and the Hermit and the Lover's card. So Taurus, with the Queen of Swords and the Hermit, followed by the Lover's card, they're showing me that there's love entering your life around this time frame, a chance for you to really develop a bond with somebody. But with the Hermit and the Queen of Swords showing up, you might be feeling emotionally detached from your love life and just wanting to be left alone with that Hermit energy. We are stepping into Virgo season tomorrow, so some of us might feel the effects of, what it feels like to be in that, strong Virgo energy where you like your private time. You like to be, to yourself. It's comforting. But it does show me that there's love around you and someone would really like to get a chance with you. I'm seeing 2 different love stories here. I'm seeing one where 2 people are growing old together and another where, there's 2 people right here and another person is wanting to get close to another. So some of you Taurians, there could be a third party situation going on here where your heart is drawn to one while another person is seeking you out. But which one is going to be that growing old couple? All right, let's break it down. Let's break it down. I don't feel like this person is going to be so easy to get rid of, though. This is someone that's very confident in themselves, very, very flirty, and will try at least, a couple times to get your attention with respect, of course, of your boundaries. So let's clarify the Knight of Wands. I like their energy. Clarify the Knight of Wands for this person's feelings for Taurus this week. They feel a lot of chemistry with you. The Death card, Scorpio energy, and the 4 of Swords. Yeah, they're telling me that their attempts this week might be met with a closed door. But their intentions is to still continue pursuing, but they're gonna slow down their efforts. It's like this person doesn't give up, but they do slow their efforts down a little bit to not overwhelm you. Yeah, someone's trying to get a hold of you this week, Taurus, and you're not, the wall is like there. But it kind of feels like the wall could open up a little bit. So let's clarify your feelings. You've got the 5 of Cups. You could be grieving a Scorpio. I got a lot of Scorpio energy surrounding you and what's going on with your heart right now. But Scorpio doesn't have to be who you were dealing with. That Pluto energy is affecting you. You're breaking down something old to welcome in something new. And maybe you are dealing with someone a little bit too prematurely. Why the 5 of Cups? 9 of Cups. And the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Taurus. This could actually go somewhere with this other person. Just focus on yourself right now. But it feels like if this person stays consistent but also respects your boundaries, you could end up looking at them in a different light. I'm strongly getting that. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So cross watcher, if you're dealing with a Taurus and they're still kind of like processing an old connection, just be a friend right now. Just be a friend right now. Don't take a rejection as like, oh no, unless they clearly say, no, I'm not interested. But if Taurus tells you, oh, I'm not looking to date right now, be a friend, because that's not like a no, but Taurus. Okay, so let's clarify this person's intentions. Why the Page of Pentacles? And I see the 2 of Cups. This person's intentions is just to get close with you. They're not expecting anything from you. They just want to get close to you. So if you're not wanting a relationship, they're not going to put that pressure on you. They just want to still be able to get to know you. And it does show me that coffee date I was talking about earlier. So someone may say, hey, all right, let's just go for coffee. No pressure. No pressure. Just you, me, some really good coffee. No expectations. Why the Page of Pentacles? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is Gemini energy, and Gemini is the 3rd house. It feels like this person's open to communicating with you. But they are understanding how you may have had a big change in your life. Okay. Your plans kind of went in a different direction. Taurus, it feels like this week you could be receiving, you know, an invite, whether via text message or DM or in person. It feels like this person might change their process with you a little bit. I do see them pumping the brakes. I do see them pumping the brakes if they're getting met with hesitation off of you. So if you are still open, but not right now, I would just be like, hey, maybe in the future, but right now it's just not a good time for me, blah, blah. That at least lets them know that you're not rejecting them because of them, but that you're just needing some time to figure some things out, and that there could be a chance of a new start when you are ready, as I see that blank art canvas. And then I see Temperance. I feel like this could turn into something if someone paces themselves. Clarify that 5 of Pentacles. The Sun, major for Leo. So Taurus, I'm strongly getting that around this time frame, you are not giving someone a strong yes, but I am getting that there is a chance that you're not giving them a firm no. And it does feel like the more time goes on, and the better you feel about your love life, that there is a chance that you end up moving forward with this person, just not right now. It does feel like something starts to pull you towards this person a little bit. Just doesn't feel like it's right now. So cross watcher, if there's a little bit of a door open, but be respectful of Taurus though. Why the Lover's card? Why the Lover's card? Why the Lover's card? Why the Lover's card? the Moon card and the Three of Pentacles. And we just had the Sun right here. The Sun and the Moon balance each other out. Someone is still needing to process their emotions with that Moon energy before taking action with that Sun energy towards rebuilding with anybody. Three of Pentacles. So Taurus, it feels like for right now, you're not like accepting something, but it does feel like the friendship is something that you're open to. And it feels like as time goes on, possibly further into deeper into Virgo season or Libra season, things start to develop between you and this person. Just feels like it's not happening this week. Okay, so let's get the hidden messages. So Virgo, it feels like you're done settling. You may have been hit with some disappointment in your recent past with that Five of Cups in your love life, where you had to let go of someone that you really, really loved, really, really cared for, but you felt like it wasn't developing in the direction that you wanted it to, and you had to let them go. Or someone let you go and it hit you really unexpectedly, to where right now you might be friend zoning someone right now who is very interested in you. You might be friend zoning them. It feels like whoever this person is, Taurus, they don't mind being your friend as long as it's not like, you know, all you want from them. I hate to say it that way because that kind of makes, it's like, all right, so you're only my friend for the possibility that this could turn into something more. So I don't mean it like that, but it kind of did sound like that, like someone's playing the long game. I don't feel like it's that what I'm getting off of this person. It's just, it's naturally coming in like that. Like someone does want to be with you, but they are willing to be friendship instead. They just want to get to know you. But it does feel like in the back of their mind, they are hoping that it eventually benefits them. There's no other way of saying that. It's just, it's human nature. This person wants you. Lingering ex, there it is. There it is, Taurus. Whether they're still talking or just secretly hoping, an ex is impacting how this connection is unfolding. From the very beginning, Taurus, it came through, whether this is you or maybe your person has a lingering ex. Take it how it resonates. The roles could be definitely reversed. But from the very beginning, I felt that lingering ex. And that came out in your end of August reading, Taurus. That was in your August, the last reading I just did for you 2 days ago. I don't know if this specific card came out, but in your August reading that I just did, I felt a strong romantic connection that was forging for you, but that there was something else lingering around that you're trying to like have closure with, okay? So do check out that reading if this resonated with you. Anything else? Gold digger. This connection comes with a price tag. It's calculated, strategic, and dripping in dollar signs. Some of you Taurians, you may be making a lot of money right now, and you're worried that people are attracted to you because of how you present yourself. You might have some nice jewelry or a nice watch or a nice car, nice home, and you may feel like people want to be with you for the wrong reasons. I mean, you rule the second house. You're meant to have stability. You're meant to have things that are sustainable in your life, wealth even, okay? So some of you may be feeling like people will want to date you just because of who you are or what you can build. Miles apart. Even though you're physically apart, you're deeply emotionally entangled. Long distance love is never easy, but it's not impossible. Yeah, some of you Taurians, you may be dealing with a long distance connection while someone present in your life right now is trying to like start something with you now. It's like, hey, are you really that serious about that long distance person? Because I'm here. We don't have any barriers. Let's go for it. All right, so I hope that helps, Taurus. I love ya. On to Gemini. Oh, the zodiac signs that came through, Taurus, I have Pisces, Leo, Gemini, Scorpio, and Virgo. Okay, but it could be any zodiac sign. Hi, Gemini. Oh, did I just miss someone? Ah. Okay. Thank you so much, Melanie. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. All right, Gemini, one second. All right, what do we have for Gemini? You guys are awesome. Thank you. What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? What do we have for Gemini? Gemini, please. What do we have for Gemini? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. All right, Gemini, the person on your mind, what are their feelings for you? We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. I feel like I just got this for you. What's this person's intentions with Gemini? The Knight of Wands. What's unfolding? The Emperor. How does Gemini feel about this person? The Page of Cups. And the overall theme, the Star. And influenced by the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Gemini. Now, is that a different person, or is that the same person showing up in a different way? You've got the Knight of Wands coming in as someone's intentions, and what's unfolding is the Emperor. So I'm just trying to figure out if that's 2 different people in your life, or one person coming in a more solid way as the week goes on. All right, let me just break it down. Because I do see the 8 of Swords, Gemini, which could be telling me that there could be some restrictions on you this week. I'm just trying to figure out in what way. It's like you and another person want to take action towards something, but something is like a what if for the both of you. All right, so let's break it down. This person's feelings towards you is the Hermit. This person may feel like you're a bit quiet right now, that you're not as talkative as they noticed you to be in the very beginning. Gemini's talkative. Nah. Why the Hermit? You guys are Mercury ruled. Why the Hermit? For how this person feels about Gemini this week. The Empress, nice. Okay. With the Empress being how they feel about you, they feel like you are phenomenal. You are loving, nurturing, that there's a lot of growth around you. And that you've got this way about you that makes people feel very welcomed and comfortable. I like it. And we do have the Emperor right here as what's unfolding. Could be the start of something really beautiful here. You hear that motorcycle? I don't know if you could hear that. Why do I feel like, Gemini, you've got to like make some additional space for this person in order for this to work out? And I don't know how else to explain that. Like this person may be someone that you're interested in that you are interested in, but adding them into your life might feel like it's forced in something that doesn't align with them. Let me just break down your feelings. You got the Page of Cups. You like this person, Gemini. You like them. You like them. It's in a baby stage for you, though. Pages are new opportunities. It hasn't fully developed yet. So you like them, but you don't love them, is what I'm getting. 10 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. Something is burdening you around this time frame, Gemini. Something is really putting a lot of pressure on you this week. And it might inadvertently affect your love life. Like maybe you got a busy work schedule. Maybe you got, a schedule with your kids that's complicating your love life. Or there's maybe other people in your life that, are going to be affected by how you move with this person. All right, I need to see if this Knight of Wands and the Emperor are two different people in your life. So let's clarify that Knight of Wands. Because a part of me is wondering if you got a choice in love. And as I say that, I see the Lover's card. As I say that, I see the Lover's card. You might have a choice. Did I just miss someone? Okay. Clarify that Knight of Wands, please. The Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Whoever this person is, Gemini, they're open to exploring this with you. You got someone really excited. You got someone very motivated. This is someone that's like, restrictions, there are no restrictions. Not when it's what I want. Like, this is someone that doesn't let things get in the way of what they're wanting. It's someone that feels like you only live once. Might as well make the best of it. This person's got a very free spirit. Could be a Sagittarius. Clarify this Emperor. As I'm about to clarify the Emperor, I see the Eight of Cups. Gemini, it kind of feels like you're tempted to remove yourself from something that's already stable and built to go towards something that could end up destroying what's stable and built, but you feel pulled towards pursuing. Like you're excited about something shiny and new with that Page of Cups there. Clarify that Emperor. Temperance, major for Sagittarius, and then I see the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Gemini, why does it feel like you just met someone at the workplace or you met someone through coworkers? It feels like there's someone that's giving you a lot of attention. It feels like you met them in a way that feels like it was like aligned for you. But it feels like there's something else here that's coming in as a huge blockage. So let's clarify that Eight of Swords. I can see what it is once and for all. You're excited about something though. That's the energy that's coming in strongly though, Gemini. You're very excited about an opportunity that's being presented to you. But I am getting where you're like, should I even go for it? Should I even bother? If I go towards this, will it like take away a lot of the beautiful things that I've built? Or do I, hold off? Clarify that Eight of Swords. The Two of Wands, yeah, you're at a crossroads. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. You're at a crossroads, Gemini. You've got two different paths right in front of you. One is path A, the other is path B. Which one excites you more? Which path calls for you a bit more? Which path feels like it's taking you to the destination that you want for yourself? All I know is whatever decision you make, you're going to be very happy about it. Very happy about it. The Queen of Pentacles, when the Queen of Pentacles shows up, that's someone that's very resourceful, that has everything that they need to have the life that they want. Whether they have good connections with other people that can help them out when times get tough, or, they have it within themselves. The Queen of Pentacles has a lot. But it does feel like I'm tapping into a Gemini that feels like they're skating on thin ice right now in regards to a very important decision. Like one false move, cold water. Then I got the Ace of Pentacles. Gemini, it feels like you want to alter your life right now. It's like you're ready for something different. You're ready for change. And that could be why this person feels that you are the hermit. You're alone in your thoughts. Because you and Virgo both share planet Mercury. And Mercury is all about thoughts, communication, technology, things like that, and networking and building. But you're in the quiet aspect of Mercury, where you're in your thoughts first before you start verbally yapping about it, you know? So you're trying to mentally process a new direction for yourself. If it kind of feels like it's connected to your work too, work, money, resources, something like that. It doesn't feel like it's just pertaining to your love life. Like you got some big life-changing opportunities here is what I'm kind of getting for you. It's like putting a grenade on your whole life and going pew, boom. Because I also have the Star card, which shows me you on top of a broken down building that collapsed. Okay, to starting anew. It's like I have a Gemini that's like, I love my life, but I don't want it any more like this. I want to see what else I can create. It's like you don't have to hate your life to want something different. You're the twin. You know, you are the twin Gemini. No two twins are going to be, you know, exactly the same. One twin wants one thing, the other twin wants the other. And it feels like you're switching with a twin, like you're trading places with a twin to have a different lifestyle. It kind of reminds me of that movie, what movie just popped up in my head? The one with Lindsay Lohan, but there was an original cast that did it too, where they switch roles. They both like their life, but switch roles just to see what it's like to be in the other person's shoes. I don't remember the name of that movie. But it was two people that found out that they were twins and they switched lives with each other. But anyways, Haley Mills was the original one. Gemini, it feels like you really like your life, but you're not opposed to seeing what it would be like to be in someone else's shoes. Not that you're trying to steal someone's husband or wife. I'm not getting that. At least I don't think. For me to say that, I don't know. It just feels like you're being given an opportunity to see what it's like in a different lifestyle. And you're just trying to think if, you know, it's worth abandoning what you already have and know. This is a very unique reading, Gemini. And then I got that Lover's card again. It's like, imagine being with someone that's very loving and sweet and you think that they're great, but you want someone a little bit more wilder, more flashy, more risk-taking. Both are great people, but different personalities and different experiences altogether. You know, one has routine and has an empire. The other one likes to be an artist, likes to travel the world. I don't know. It's like, Gemini, you got a choice between two different types of connections, it feels like, this week. You're talking to two different people who would bring you two different life experiences. Both could be good, but you're just trying to figure out which one would be you. What would make you come out and feel more natural as you? So yeah, Gemini, it feels like around this time frame, you got a decision in your love life and you're just trying to figure out which person is going to bring out the part of you that you want to see come out in your future. What an interesting reading. So, yeah. Whew. The Tower and the Ten of Cups. So Gemini, you're trying to figure out if you should throw a tower in regards to the life you've already created to start elsewhere, or if you want to stay where you're at and throw the tower towards the new opportunity and say no thanks. It's like, no thanks. Thank you for the opportunity, Spirit, but I like it here. All right, so let's throw the tower at that path. I don't want to walk on it. I'm going to stay where I'm already on. Okay, so let's get the hidden messages. Either way, Gemini, you got more than one person around you is what I'm strongly getting. You got more than one person vying for your affection around this time frame. And both are good opportunities, and you're just trying to figure out which one would be the best for you. For zodiac signs, I got Scorpio, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra. A lot of people like you. And you got a very fun personality, Gemini. People really like being around you. Please rock that like and subscribe button, for you, girl, if you haven't already. Oh my goodness, Gemini. Oh, the card that just showed up. For some of you, all right, for some of you, this message is coming through. I said it earlier, but I said it as like a joke, but it feels like it could not, maybe it's not a joke for someone here. Secret affair. They thought they could hide it, but whispers are growing louder. Affairs rarely stay hidden forever. So some of you Geminis, this could be a third party where you're considering leaving a spouse for someone exciting and new, or someone's considering that with you. That's not for all of you. That's not for all of you, but that kind of came in as like a theme I was getting. And then I have fading feelings. When feelings start fading, what's left? Reflect on what you're holding on to. Is it the past or is it potential? Someone may be feeling like their partner they care about greatly, but feelings are fading. And that they're getting attention from a coworker or someone that they recently met and considering leaving what they know to try out something new. Yeah, Gemini, it kind of feels like you may have recently met someone new while you were still in a situation that you feel the person is great, no complaints about who they are, but maybe you're just feeling like the romantic feelings are gone. And you're considering trying out someone new. And you're just trying to figure out whether you should end something before starting something. And some of you might even, I don't know. Feeling trapped. Feeling trapped isn't part of the love deal. If there's no key in sight, it might be time to break free. And remember, we got the Eight of Swords right here, which is all about restrictions and limitations. Some of you Geminis, you feel like the life that you created with someone is leaving you feeling trapped, whether you're, a wife and mother or a husband and father, and you're just feeling like that role just doesn't feel fulfilling for you anymore, and you're wanting to meet someone new. Obviously, still maintaining a relationship with your kids or a kid, but like the spouse part, you might want something new. For some of you, you might be in a situation because of finances, and that's the reason why you're still in a situation, and that there's feelings that have faded, and there's someone that you're talking to that you're feeling very drawn to, but you feel restricted because you got all your life rolled up into one person already. Yeah. This feels like a third party. Troubled past in reverse. The past still lingers like smoke in the room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. Someone's troubled past is exiting because it came in reverse. Someone's troubled past is exiting, and someone's really just trying to have a new beginning for themselves and have happiness and wants to do what's best for themselves. Someone doesn't want to allow their past to restrict them anymore for having happiness. Someone's about to make a huge decision for themselves and not worry about what other people think for a minute. All right, so please don't force that message, Gemini. If you're in a happy situation, don't force it. All right, but that was for somebody, it felt like. All right, on to Cancer. Where's the Cancers at? Good morning. Hi, Infinite Faith. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Peter. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome. All right, what do we have for Cancer, please? What do we have for Cancer? What do we have for Cancer? I feel like I got like cat hair on the side of my lip. I know that sounds so gross. I'm sorry, you guys. I like to kiss my cats before I go on live. It's like, come here, come here. And it gets stuck to my lip gloss. All right, what do we have for Cancer? 2 more shuffles. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my adorable Krabby Patties. All right, Cancer, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you? We have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. This person's intentions, the Queen of Swords. What's unfolding for the week ahead? The Ace of Cups. Nice, Cancer. About dang time you get a positive reading. I've been hoping for you to get one. You've been getting some stressed out readings. How does Cancer feel about this person? Six of Cups. And the overall theme, the Star. Aww. Cancer. Influencing the Star, I have the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups and the World card. Oh, that makes sense now. Remember how I just said a second ago, you've been getting some stressed out readings? Look what just came out, Cancer. The Eight of Cups in the World. You completed a huge cycle. Congratulations. You won't have to go through that again. Cancer, that's fantastic. And I love how this showed up right after I said that. That's a strong confirmation that maybe for the last several months you have been dealing with some heavy stuff, feeling emotional, feeling highs and lows, and it was tied to a very important life chapter. It's done now. You got the Star card here, indicating that you had a Tower moment happen. The Star card shows up after a Tower happens. It's the number 17 and the Tower is the number 16. This is letting you know that you had a Tower recently. All right, so let's put that to the side and see what's going on. I do see the Three of Cups, which is one of my birthday cards. So some of you, this chapter ended in your birthday season. And going into Leo season, you just needed, to just, let some things release itself. And now it feels like as you're stepping into Virgo season, things feel really good. All right, so let's dive into this person's feelings for you. We got the Magician. The Magician often shows up in someone's feelings with that Ace of Cups being here when someone feels confident in the tools that they have to create what they want. It's like this person's feeling like, I got what it takes to make it work with Cancer. Nothing holding me back. That's the Magician when it shows up in someone's feelings. Two of Cups. Cancer, it feels like stepping into Virgo season, you could be preparing to enter something very mutual, something very sweet. I like that. Venus in Cancer. Someone here could be watching their Venus in Cancer placement. Someone wants to hold on to this. Page of Cups right underneath that. Someone here could have a young child. Yeah, someone here could have a young child. That's not for all. Tell me more about this person's feelings for Cancer. Whoa, that's way too many. Four of Pentacles, it came back out again. Earth energy. Someone here could have a child. I keep on getting a reference to a child. Oh, look. The Four of Pentacles in this art depiction has a crab. Has a crab. Some of you met someone new during the summertime, or it's not going to be summer everywhere around the world. You got someone showing up here, Cancer, that sees a lot of value in you, and they're wanting to not sometimes the Four of Pentacles can come off when someone's feeling like they have to play it a little safe. Like someone's being very protective. Let me clarify your feelings first. You got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups can sometimes show up when it's a new connection, when we're feeling like someone brings out the inner child in us. Cancers are very sweet people. You guys like to be playful, and aligning with someone who appreciates that is something that you like. The Ten of Cups, this reading is just being very crystal clear. Cancer, it feels like all those tough experiences that you had that you already let go in your past is all worth it for what the universe is going to bring into your life next. They're letting you know that all that wasn't for nothing, that it was there to teach you, to help you grow, to help you put yourself first, to learn, your how to exercise stronger boundaries for yourself if you were giving to a lot of takers. Because Cancers are very sweet people. You guys attract a lot of takers. And you decide to take what you were giving to takers back and give it to yourself instead and focus on you for a little bit. And by doing that, you're aligning with people who are also not about giving to takers, all about, you know, self-happiness, things like that. And you guys are finding someone who's aligned with you. I've got so much water in this reading. I'm not a really good swimmer. Let me just get a peek at what this cycle was that you released, and then I'll get back into this situation. Tell me more about what Cancer released. Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. You released having no stability with someone. You released having to always wonder if someone's going to stay with you or be there for you or grow with you in exchange for stability. That's what I'm strongly getting. Look at all that earth that just showed up. I got all this water, and now I have a lot of earth. Earth and water balance each other out. You are the opposite of an earth sign. So it feels like you had to work on your emotional side of things in order for your 3D side to match. Okay? So Cancer, you let go of a lot of instability and a lot of time wasted. I don't want to say time wasted because I feel like you benefited from each experience. It helped you learn something about yourself and grow, and you exchanged with it more success. More success. All right, so back to this situation. Let's take a look at the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords often shows up in someone's intentions when someone is running a tight ship and wants to be direct and upfront. Someone that doesn't like to sugarcoat things. So it's someone that's very honest and direct. Sometimes this person might get a reputation of being a little bit cold at times. It's because they don't play around. We have the Tower and the Page of Cups. Oh wow. Cancer, you may be dealing with someone that is at the very end of what you were dealing with a few months ago. Birds of a feather flock together. Got the King of Pentacles right here. Got this Queen of Pentacles right here. Strong earth element. It feels like Cancer, sometimes that Queen of Swords shows up as someone who's been divorced or has been through some serious heartache and has learned to use more discernment. It feels like whoever this person is that you're attracting went through similar experiences as you. And it's like they can recognize something inside of you in regards to seeing themselves in you. It's like, oh, I recognize myself in you. You know, you and I both get taken advantage of. You and I, well, actually, no, past tense. We used to get taken advantage of, not anymore. Because I'm strongly getting that whoever this person is that you're dealing with, you guys both don't allow people to walk on you anymore. So you guys have that solid, you know, comadre thing going on here where you guys, not like trauma bond, no, not trauma bonding, but like you both are sharing your experiences on what you've been through and what has helped you guys. And you guys are like really proud of yourselves. It's like, oh yeah, I used to always get taken advantage of. I used to always get, you know, used. Not anymore. Not since I started to do this, that, and the other. And you're like, yeah, me too. It feels very mutual. Let's clarify this, what's unfolding behind the scenes. We got the Ace of Cups. Why the Ace of Cups, please? It's like if this is in the early stages, Cancer, it's going to get a chance to develop the more you guys share your personal experiences with each other and relate to each other and show vulnerability with each other. The Wheel of Fortune, dang, and you got the Eight of Wands with it too. Who else got the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands and had a good read? Aries. Aries had that. Doesn't mean that you're dealing with an Aries, but Aries had this combo. Okay? Cancer. It feels like what's unfolding behind the scenes in your love life is a lot of growth, a lot of success, and you completing a karmic lesson. Things are never going to be the same again. All smiles. I'm very happy for you. You've been getting some gnarly readings, Cancer. I always want you guys to have the best readings. I can't help if negative messages come through. I can't sugarcoat my readings. I know a lot of you are like, man, that reading was negative. If it came out that way, I've got to read it that way. I can't just force positive messages. I'd be a shitty reader if I did that. But this reading, Cancer, beautiful. What this reading is showing me is a lot of growth. A lot of growth and maturity on both sides. And the universe rewards when we do what's best for our highest and best. I'm gonna leave it alone. This is beautiful. So let's get the hidden messages for those of you who are not in that situation just yet and need a little bit more guidance. But Cancer, it feels like you got something beautiful unfolding. If you just met someone recently, I would nurture it. All right. And for the single Cancers who don't have someone right now, this could be your message that focus on you right now and that they're sending you someone special. Yeah, beautiful. For zodiac signs that came through, I've got strong Scorpio in this reading. I have strong Taurus in this reading, and Virgo and Aquarius. I have Gemini and Virgo. I already said Virgo, but Gemini is also here. It could be any zodiac sign. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you girl. If you haven't already, I greatly appreciate it. Platonic passion. You didn't see it coming, but your heart is waking up to something deeper. The line between friend and lover is starting to get blurry. Cancer. For some of you, if you're single right now, but you've got a friend that is always making plans to hang out, things could get really cozy. You got the Two of Cups here. Two of Cups is mutual feelings. Some of you are getting an invite. Anything else? Oh, right over here. Throwing shade. Shade doesn't always look like aggression. It hides in backhanded praise, tone, and just joking energy. Ugh, that just joking crap. You might have someone that likes to make jokes on your expense, and then when they see your reaction, they're like, oh, I'm just kidding, Cancer. You know, just I would cut those connections out if they don't listen to you the first time when you say, you know, joking at your expense is not something that you appreciate. You know, some people are fine with that. Like, yeah, fine. I make fun of myself all the time too. But there's people that don't like it. And I feel like you're needing to put up some stronger boundaries if you haven't been putting up healthier boundaries for yourself, Cancer, and you want the type of life that I just talked about a second ago in the first spread. Playing games. They've got game, but is it real? Keep your eyes open and don't fall for surface level charm. For the Cancers that are not in a happy situation like this, you might have someone that's playing games. Playing games with you, hoping that you won't notice. Money matters. Money is becoming a pressure point in this connection, whether it's overspending, income gaps, or fear of scarcity. Someone needs to slow down their spending. I'm kind of getting that if someone recently started making a lot of money, it could end up slowing down aggressively. So don't spend it until, you know, that it feels like that's for the Cancers that just had like a recent windfall, like making a lot of money this year after maybe not for the last several years, and you're, you know, getting excited and spending. Try to hold on to your money and save it, at least until you know something is very stable. All right. I'm not a financial advisor. Do go to a professional though in regards to money situations. But it's kind of showing me someone had a huge influx this year and is excited and trying to, it's like, what do they call that? What do they call that when you make more money and then your lifestyle starts to adjust to that new money to where lifestyle changes or something like that? But if you're doing that before that money is actually a sustainable source of income, then taking a situation that could bring you a chance to get stability into a situation in the future. Something like that. I forgot what that term is called. I think it's like treadmill. That's the treadmill theory. I don't know. Travel partner. You found someone who travels at your pace. There's harmony in the way you navigate the world together. Some of you Cancers have a travel buddy coming towards you. Yes, exactly. Let it hit the bank. I like that. Let it hit the bank. Get all your stuff paid off and then, you know, have fun. All right, so that's for you, Cancer. By the way, Cancer, I just posted your end of August reading. It's in my August playlist. All right, take care. On to Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right. You know what? Even though this reading is scheduled for Virgo season for the week ahead, if you are a Leo celebrating your birthday on the final day of Leo season, I'm going to give you a cake. I wanted to earlier, but because it's dated for Virgo season, I started off with Virgo. But if your birthday is today, happy birthday, and happy belated birthday to the Leos out there. All right, what do we have for Leo for the week ahead? Who's on their mind and how do they feel about Leo? What do we have for Leo for the week ahead? What do we have for Leo, please, for the week ahead? What do we have for Leo, please? 2 more shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's rock this deck for my lovely Leos. All right, Leo, the one on your mind, how do they feel about you? We have the Magician. That's Gemini, Virgo energy. Their intentions, we have the Justice card, major for Libra. What's unfolding for the week ahead? The 3 of Wands, beautiful. I love that card. That's Aries influence, but also you. What's Leo's feelings for this situation? We have Judgment, major for Scorpio. Wow, a lot of major arcanas. And the overall theme, we have the Hermit, major for Virgo. Influencing that, we have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I like it. But why do you have the Judgment card? Oh, 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands right underneath all that. Dang, Leo. What did you put in your past? What was that? Oh. You have the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords hovering underneath the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. That's a lot of heavy stuff that you just, you know, pushed away. Not like swept it underneath the rug, pushed it away, but like you dealt with some heavy stuff. For some of you Leos, you put an end to someone's backstabbing behavior. You don't tolerate that crap anymore. Look at that. You felt like someone was just watching you just to know your every move, just to stab you in the back. Whatever it is, it's not affecting you anymore. All right, so let's start with this person's feelings for you. We have the Magician. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Sun and Leo. I think I'm saying your name right. Happy birthday, Baddison. Thank you always. Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's clarify the Magician. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Why the Magician, please? Why the Magician? Why the Magician? The Queen of Swords? This person feels like you're very intelligent. This person is being very specific with me in regards to the first thing that attracted them to you. They're telling me it's your mind. And notice how in this Magician card, it's got a whole bunch of sunflowers. Even though this is a Gemini Virgo card, sunflowers I connect to Leo season. Leo is the sun. But Leo, this person is telling me that what they feel very drawn to you the most is your intelligence, the way you carry yourself. Because I'm getting a lot of Gemini energy in this person's feelings for you, a lot of Gemini. In this art depiction, this queen is wearing a doctor's coat. So you might be in a profession where, you know, it's your mind that you were hired for, when most Leos are usually born entertainers, born artists, things like that. You might have some strong Libra, Gemini placements, things like that. Can I get more on how this person feels about Leo? I want to get some romance though. Come on, Leo. What's going on with your person? It kind of feels like they've developed like a sapiosexual relationship with you. I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly. Oh, I hope I said that right. Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me more about how this person feels about Leo. The Strength card, major for Leo. There you are. There you are. Now, the Strength card in this art depiction shows me that someone feels like you overcame a lot of obstacles in your life, that you took, you know, what other people would see as a weakness and you made it a strength. So you might have like something that other people would see as a hindrance, and you found a way to make it a success story or something that could be a blessing for you. How else do I explain that? I don't know. I don't know how else I could explain that. Nine of Swords, Six of Wands right underneath that, Two of Swords. They do feel like you are a bit hard to read, Leo. Like you may come off as very open to them sometimes, but then other times you're kind of like pulled back a little bit, whether it's because you've got a lot going on and you're very busy. You know, sometimes people assume that you're not interested because you're saying, hey, I can't do that this week. Sorry, I can't call you back later. And they think that you're blowing them off, when really it's just possibly because your schedule is very hectic. Let's take a look at how you feel about this person, because the more I'm getting into this reading, Leo, it kind of feels like there's a scene of you officially releasing a stage of your life that you don't resonate with anymore, to welcome in a new opportunity, and it aligns with different people. Like the connections that you're creating are different these days. And it might be because you're showing up in a different way. Not that you're being fake, but maybe you've been through a lot that has kind of like shifted how you allow people to get close to you. Why the Judgment? Nine of Cups, beautiful. So Leo, with your feelings being the Nine of Cups, you really like somebody. You really like somebody. Now, in order to move forward, this is you making a final decision to release a version of yourself that you don't want to be connected to anymore in order to go towards this opportunity. That's what I'm strongly getting. I hope I'm making sense with that. It's like you're saying, all right, in order to go towards this person, I have to say goodbye to a part of me that wouldn't align with that person, you know. I don't know how else to explain that. Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. This is beautiful. Leo, it feels like who you're attracting is someone that you would not have attracted if you were who you were 2 years ago, who you were 3 years ago, right? Like say a couple of years ago, you were very shy, very like didn't have a lot of boundaries for yourself, or you gave into people pleasing. And you've since then shedded that, because I saw that Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands a moment ago, to where whoever this person is more attracted to discerning people, confident people, people who don't do that crap. So now that you're no longer resonating with that person anymore, you're aligning with whoever this person is. It's really good. It's really good. It's like you're becoming the person that you were meant to always become, which is aligning you with someone that you were meant to be aligned with, that you were not aligned with years prior. This person wouldn't even noticed you, or you wouldn't have noticed them. But it looks like it could go really far. This looks really good. And they did that kid dirty with that haircut, you guys. Look at that. Not to like pull us out of that sweet message, but look at that poor kid's head. I'm sorry. They did that kid dirty. If you don't know what I'm talking about, right there. The heart butt haircut. Anyways, let's dive into the Justice card. Back to maturity. All right, clarify the Justice card. Someone intends to bring you peace. Someone doesn't want you to have to be like the mediator in their life. I'm looking at this Justice card. It shows me someone being pulled in the middle of a screaming match. In the middle of a screaming match. So maybe, Leo, prior relationships, you always felt like you always had to be the one that, you know, like breaks up arguments or ignores your feelings just to keep the peace. And now you're like, screw that crap. I ain't doing that no more. I'm not going to self-abandon myself, my needs to make everyone else comfy. This person is pretty much saying, I don't intend to have you be my peacemaker. I could do that myself. I don't need you to be my referee, Leo. I'm not someone that's going to get into arguments left and right. It's like this person intends to bring you peace. Okay? This person is not wanting to bring any stress your way. I like it. I like it. Whoever this person is, Leo, I'm getting that they are slower at moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles just strongly got my attention. It's Virgo's court card, but also the energy of Taurus and Capricorn. It doesn't have to be an earth sign that you're dealing with, but whoever this person is, they don't feel it's necessary to rush important decisions. This is someone that doesn't work on other people's timeline, other people's schedules. This is someone that's very in touch with who they are, and they don't need everyone to like them. They don't need everyone to like them. And maybe in the past, if you resonated with people pleasing, you may have needed people to like you, needed people to see that you are valuable. So you would constantly do things that you saw was valuable to get them to like you. But it ended up just creating, a lot of, takers in your life. This person is pretty much saying, I don't need people to like me. I don't need people to rush me or anything like that. I'm good on my own. And I feel like you're aligning with this person strongly. And I got the Knight of Cups opening up, indicating that real feelings are going to start to mature for the two of you. Real feelings are going to mature. Ace of Pentacles shows me an opportunity that is going to build slowly, but slow and steady does lead to a lot of success. So, Leo, if you're in a situation right now where you are still resonating with the label people pleaser or someone that ignores your needs to keep the peace in relationships, just let you know that there is another side out there that is very beautiful and successful without you having to always remove what you need to keep people, happy. There's another side of it. It feels like, someone's feeling like you've switched up based off of what you're sharing with them about your past. So if this is someone new that does not know anything about you or never met you years ago, you might be sharing this side of them with this person about who you used to be, and they're like, whoa, that doesn't sound like who you are today. The Leo you just told me about 2 years ago doesn't sound like the Leo that I'm talking to right now. That's going to be a strong sign that you have grown. When someone that you never knew before, that you're knowing now, doesn't resonate with your life that you're sharing with them and who you used to be. And if this is someone that you have known for a bit, they might be acknowledging that you are different, that you're not the same, but it also makes them want to align with you more. That's a very specific message. Like this person's saying, Leo, if I would have met you 2 years ago, I don't think we would have dated. I'm sorry. I didn't align with that. Versus now. Remember, we started off the reading with the Magician, indicating that someone feels like you guys have all the tools necessary to create something special. All right. But I'm strongly getting that it's the case of, you know, this person wasn't meant to come into your life yet. Okay. And that's why you didn't know them in the past. You had to go through a lot of life experiences first. So what's unfolding behind the scenes is the Three of Wands. This is letting you know that your ships are coming in, Leo, because the next step is the Four of Wands, which is a very successful life with someone. The Four of Wands is the ultimate, like, oh my goodness, I finally did it. I got great friends. I got great family members. I got great partner. It's like having it all because you built it brick by brick. And you had to block out the wrong people. The High Priestess and the Page of Cups. And I also had the King of Swords. So the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords are a good match. Typically, they come up as my divorced wife, divorced husband, or take it however it resonates, type of connection. But since I'm not feeling like this is a relationship that you've been in for a long time, this feels like you both are connecting on a mental level. And then the emotions start to mature throughout getting to know each other. But if this is someone that you've been with for a while, this could also be saying that you and another person have grown through a lot of changes of identity. Like you guys, like say you've been with someone for like 10 years. It's the equivalent of, wow, who we were 10 years ago is not the same as today. If I would have met you 10 years ago, I would not have been interested based off of how I've grown today. And you both are acknowledging a lot of growth. Okay, for those of you who have already been coupled with somebody. But this feels like a new connection for a Leo right now. Now that Ten of Swords and that Ten of Wands we saw during earlier, that feels like it was not just related to romantic love. It felt like I'm talking to a Leo that has created like a freaking, what do they call that in front of a castle? A moat? No. The little, I forgot what it's called, in front of a castle to block out other people from entering. I don't remember. Leo, it just feels like your life has become smaller, but more quality because of what you've kept out. Okay? And I feel like things feel very stable. Yeah, congratulations. Whoever's resonating with this, you've changed a lot in a very beautiful way. Clarify that Hermit and the Queen of Cups. There it is again. There's that Ten of Swords again. And then this time I see it with the World card and the Ace of Swords. So Leo, it feels like if you're watching this reading right now, congratulations. You have let a lot of, you know, pain run through your life, throughout your life. But it helped you learn a lot about yourself, Ace of Swords. And that part of your life is no longer necessary. So why keep the same people that were the source of that pain in your life if you don't need to go through those experiences anymore unless they've grown too and are different too? But it feels like I'm talking to a Leo that has people in your life that you went through a lot of pain with and it taught you a lot about yourself, but they are the same person. It's like, wow, this person is doing the same thing over and over again, but preaching a lot of growth in their life when you don't see it. Those are the connections you need to sever ties with is what I'm getting. Because I am getting that you're being watched. You see that surveillance camera? Someone's either looking at your social media accounts constantly or asking people about what you're up to, and you don't want anything to do with that. That came up in your weekly reading, Leo. The reading I just posted yesterday, that reading came, I can't get comfortable to save my life. That message came up in your weekly reading that I did yesterday, where you've got some beautiful opportunities here to build with a new person and also new friends and things like that. And that there's someone on the outside of your life that you're creating now that's wanting to get back into your life, and they're guiding you not to accept it. That person has not changed whatsoever. They are the same person that they have always been. They're just now learning how to use some buzzwords in order to get you to let them back in your life. You know, learning some words to talk about growth. I learned, I'm better, I'm not the same person. They're the same person is what I'm strongly getting. Because you got the Judgment card showing up as your feelings, indicating that you're looking back at a life that no longer resonates with you and choosing to walk through a different door. It almost looks like you're looking back at some people in your life, not out of anger, but out of sadness that they could not have changed also. Wishing that, you know, they could have also done the work. But hey, Leo, looks good. So let's get the hidden messages. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, you know what? Let me get one more card on that Three of Wands. Hold on for a second. Hold up. I want to get another card on that. Ace of Wands. Lovely. A lot of excitement, a lot of fun heading your way, Leo. Since you just exited your solar return, I feel like the next 12 months is going to look a lot better. Look at that. Look what you just sacrificed in order to have new beginnings, Leo. This just confirmed everything that I just said. There's a past person lingering around you that is grieving the situation and wanting to have a return. But the Justice card came in reverse, indicating that they're not going to be honest about their growth. They're not going to be honest about how they've changed. They're just going to use certain buzzwords to get you to see that they've changed, to grant them access to your life again. But I'm getting that this person is just wanting to repeat a cycle all over again. A cycle you don't resonate with anymore. It feels like it's someone who comes back around acting like they've changed, and then 6 months later hurts you. You don't talk. They come back around. 6 months later they hurt you. You don't talk. They come back around. 6 months later they hurt you. It feels like an exhausting pattern. Okay? And with the Six of Wands showing up right here, which is your card, along with the Three of Cups and the Chariot, you're moving forward. You're finally seeing the life that you've always deserved, and you're not responding to someone's pleas anymore the way you used to because you're not the same person anymore. Congratulations, Leo. Congratulations. This is you staying on that horse without having anyone knock you off of it because they found a way to manipulate you back into their life. That felt very specific for somebody. That's going to hit home for someone. Oh, that's going to hit home for someone. For zodiac signs that you could be dealing with before I pull the hidden messages, you could be dealing with a fellow fixed sign. I got Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius here. I've got Virgo here, strong Scorpio. I got Gemini, Virgo again. I got Libra, Pisces. That's the main ones that came out through the tarot. Okay, hidden messages. Please rock that like and subscribe button if you girl if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate you guys. Fake profile. It's not just a filter, it's a full-on facade. The person being presented doesn't match the reality behind the screen. Some of you Leos are dealing with someone that's very fake online. They present themselves to being this very loving person, this very, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's fake. It's fake and you're seeing right through it. You're seeing right through it. Some of you might have an ex that's watching you from Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, if you got those, because you blocked them, okay? And for some of you, if you're newly talking to someone that you just met online or through social media, use your discernment and take your time getting to know them to see if what they present on social media aligns with what you're seeing in person, okay? Just protect yourself. Situationship. It's a situationship, not a relationship, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's drama-free. For some of you Leos, you know, someone roped you into a situationship and you may be wanting more, so you might be breaking free from that, but they're still trying to find a way to pull you back into that situation while still not giving you what you need, and you might be cutting something out. Yep, as I said that, the breaking up card was on the bottom. Breaking up, whether it's official or emotional, a break has happened. What once held you together can no longer hold your growth. So, Leo, if you are not resonating with the beautiful love story that I just tapped into for the tarot, you may be the Leos that I was talking about in regards to the Leos that don't resonate with a version of themselves that they used to be 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, and that you have a beautiful success story waiting around the bend the more you put up healthier boundaries and not tolerate bullshit. You know, if you're wanting something serious and monogamous and someone can only offer you a situationship, no matter how cute they are, I would just break free from that and not settle. Not settle. Anything else for Leo? Doing the work. Growth is happening behind the scenes, healing patterns, owning truth, and unlearning survival mode. Oh, what a perfect card to close out your Leo reading with. And look at that. This candle looks a little bit better than mine. Mine kind of looks like a, you know what I'm getting at. Leo, the fact that your last card is the one with a candle, that is beautiful. Oh, on the bottom I see infatuation. You might have someone that's infatuated with you, and you might be guided to block that. So yeah, that is for you, Leo. Hope you enjoyed your birthday season. All right, enjoy the rest of your next 12 months. All right, on to Libra. Virgo, if you were waiting for your reading, I did you guys' first because I have this reading dated for the week that starts your birthday season. So just rewind to the very beginning. It's probably at the 1 minute or 2 minute timestamp. Oh shoot, didn't clean up my mess first before going on to Libra. Hi Libra. Let's see what's going on with you guys this week. Oh, 1 second, Rooney. I hope it's not going to rain again. The clouds are getting cloudy. Or like gray. All right, what do we have for Libra? Hi, welcome, welcome who all just tuned in. All right, what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra, please? 2 more shuffles? 1, 2. Let's rock this deck for my lovely Librans. All right, Libra, your person on your mind, how do they feel about you? You got the Magician card. That's the 3rd time in a row the Magician card has showed up in someone's feelings. It showed up for Cancer, it showed up for Leo, and now it's showing up for Libra. Someone here might be watching their Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right, what's this person's intentions? The Queen of Swords. What's unfolding behind the scenes? The 2 of Swords. Strong Libra energy. How does Libra feel? Judgment. That was the exact same card in the exact same position of Leo's reading, so you got 2 of the same. So Libra, you might either be A, dealing with a Leo, or you've got some Leo placements. Or you are a Leo watching your Libra placements. What's the overall theme for Libra? King of Pentacles, beautiful. Influencing that, we have the 7 of Cups and the Fool. This is and then I see the Ace of Cups. Okay. Libra, you got somebody here this week that is feeling really excited about what could happen between the 2 of you. With the Ace of Cups getting my attention, it does feel like someone's feeling very emotionally drawn to you around this time frame. So let's break it down. Let's break it down. Why the Magician, please? The Lovers card and the Strength card, major for Leo, and this is Gemini. Libra, I like it. You got someone really into you. You've got a very important decision to make, though. But you got someone that's really interested in you big time. That's some strong energy. And this is Leo, so you may have met this person during Leo season. Or like I said, someone's got some strong Leo placements. But someone really feels drawn to your heart. Someone feels like you guys have a lot of possibilities here. So let me break down your feelings. You got the Judgment card. The Empress. That's Taurus and Libra energy. Between you, Cancer, and Leo, you guys are getting very phenomenal readings. What has happened in your life, Libra? Whatever's happened, it felt like it was the universe's way of like purging some things from your life that were repeatedly holding you back from having the life that you wanted. And you aligned with the universe and made things happen. It feels like for some of you Librans, you may be still on the precipice of like releasing something with that Judgment, because the Judgment can sometimes be my cleaning out my closet card. If you want a new wardrobe, clean out your freaking closet. It feels like you made some very tough sacrifices for your own happiness. And it's looking really good on you. It's looking really good on you. It feels like you're getting an opportunity here, not just for success in your love life, but financial success too. Financial success. Let's clarify that Queen of Swords. The Ten of Wands, and then I got the Knight of Cups. It feels like whoever this person is, they intend to, communicate with you about what they would hope to achieve here, but they are aware that there could be some pressure surrounding the two of you's relationship right now. Temporarily, it feels like they may feel like there's still something that you're needing to take care of in your life in order for you guys to be able to maturely grow this in a way that they would like, but they're being very patient about it. They're being very patient about it. But when the Knight of Cups shows up as someone's intentions, as we already saw the Ace of Cups over here as their feelings, it feels like, Libra, you got someone that's really, really wanting to let you know how much they appreciate you being in their life, and they would like to see you further. They would like to see you further. I got the Queen of Wands here, which is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Some of you Librans are getting a lot of unexpected attention around this time frame, whether it's for what you do for a living or how you have been carrying yourself. Even though you are an air sign, I'm getting strong fire for someone watching this right now. It's like, and is it Venus and Libra right now? It feels like you're getting a lot of positive attention. Like you're looking really good. Some of you had to build up your financial or career success first before your love life was to follow suit. I'm looking at this big old bee. So some of you may have been busy bees where you put your love life on the back burner for your career. All right, let's clarify the Two of Swords, because I do feel like there could be a stuck energy, but I feel like that stuck energy is connected to you, Libra. Like you got some choices to make that you might be a little bit indecisive about. Why the Two of Swords? The Emperor. And now we get the Emperor and the Empress. It feels like Libra, you're still processing through some of your emotions around this time frame. Even if you are feeling like someone would be an ideal match, it's just not that cut and dry for you. You still want to mentally process something. Even though your heart is saying, yeah, let's go for it, let's do it. mentally you still want to sort through things, being an air sign that you are. Air signs like to navigate through the mind first instead of just making decisions based off of what your heart wants. Like a water sign, or, you know, a water sign is going to like follow their heart, yeah. But an air sign has a different route they like to take. Okay, your heart may be saying, let's go for it, but you're like, all right, what does my mind tell me? What is my mind telling me to do here? Because my mind is telling me that there's two different directions. I could take this with that Two of Swords, and I want to make sure I'm choosing the direction that makes mental sense, makes sense mentally. Some of you Librans may have been labeled an overthinker, be that whatever, but I feel like being an overthinker may have saved you in some really, you know, important situations, but may have also hindered you in other situations as well. Okay, clarify that King of Pentacles, and then I see the Six of Pentacles. Some of you Librans, you got raining money. It's raining money around you, or it's going to be raining money around you in the near future because of your hard-driven determination in regards to your career, is what I'm getting. I keep on getting a Libra that sacrificed their love life for their career and money because your love life wasn't producing the results that you feel like your work would have produced you. It's kind of giving, oh yeah, I keep on striking out trying to find someone romantic who aligns with me, so I might as well put all this energy to my career where I feel like I can get better results. Okay, something like that. Clarify that Seven of Cups and the Fool. Three of Cups, Ace of Wands. So Libra, it feels like you're stepping into a new timeline where you're putting yourself out there, meeting new people, and you're being given a chance to start something brand new with that art canvas. And it feels like this happens after you officially like purge something from your life. Beautiful though. Beautiful. It feels like Libra, by the time you hit your next solar return, your life is going to be completely different, but it feels like in a good way. Not that you didn't like your life before, but it feels like not just one area is starting to look good. It feels like multiple areas are starting to look good. It feels like you end up choosing the direction that you're needing to. And then I open up to the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. Look at that. That just confirms what I said earlier, Libra. You had to remove yourself from some toxic situations. Some of you may have released yourself from a toxic work environment, a toxic friendship circle, or a relationship that was draining the life force out of you. And that is a part of your release here. That is a part of your release here. Because the Six of Swords is moving on from the Five of Swords, indicating that's not affecting you anymore. And because of where you came from, you're a little bit more careful with where you go next, which is the same message I got off of Leo's reading and Cancer's reading. So some of you Librans, along with Cancer and Leo, may have been healing from people pleasing. All right, doing what other people wanted you to do just to get their validation, to get their respect, to get their loyalty, and then you quickly discovered that that doesn't get you respect, that doesn't get you loyalty, that doesn't get you any of that. It just gets you a lot of obligations and a lot of, you know, things that you got to do for other people. Because I'm also seeing the Six of Wands right here, showing me that you're no longer seeking validation from anybody. You're just doing what's best for you. For some of you, that date might mean something to you. I see the number 6, and then 30, and then 21. So I don't know if that's June 30th, 2021 is an anniversary of something, or those specific dates mean something to you. For some of you, this is a trigger alert. For some of you, that anniversary could be the day you walked away from drinking. That's not for all of you. I'm looking at that date and I see someone walking away from a party scene, or fill in the blank forever, whatever that means to you. Walking away from something that was not providing you with the happiness that you were looking for, but maybe was a Band-Aid at the time. All right, back to the love reading, because it feels like that took a turn into a personal reading for a second. So yeah, Libra, it feels like you're stepping into a new and life is going to look going forward is completely different than where it's at right now. And it feels like you just brought in someone into your life that would love to grow old with you. That would love to grow old with you. Oh, wow. That one got deep. All right. Anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra before I pull their hidden messages? Anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra? 8 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. And then I see the 4 of Wands. Look at that. That just confirmed everything. Libra, I feel like as you get ready for your next solar return that's coming up at the last half of September, you're walking away from a lot of past things and only taking with it the positive memories and repurposing the painful experiences into positive gains. Like taking something bad and finding a way to twist it into something useful for you. And the 4 of Wands is what you're walking towards, which is establishing a community of people that support you, that love you, and specifically a partner. It feels like you've got a partner showing up here, okay? So let's get into your hidden messages. For zodiac signs that came through this reading, I've got Aries, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, strong Leo, strong Virgo. Those are the main ones that came through that reading. Oh, and Scorpio. I don't know if I said Scorpio. All right. Wow, I love that. That was beautiful. The single life. Embrace your independence, expand your horizons, and enjoy the solo journey. When you attract your best self, you attract your women. When you are your best self, you attract the best. So Libra, some of you may have needed to be single for a little bit to focus on you, to focus on yourself, to focus on what you really needed to attract in your life. And during this period of self-discovery, you start to learn some things about yourself that may explain why certain people were in your life. Like, this does not feel like it's just a romantic love reading, Libra. It feels like this is a time of your life where you're looking at all relationships that you've had throughout your life and trying to ask yourself, would those people have been around me if I wasn't so accommodating? Would those people be in my life if I wasn't so generous and giving? Do they even care about me? You know? Because Libras are givers. All right? So it feels like I have a Libra that's like, like you're looking at all your relationships and thinking, if I wasn't the one that's always reaching out, texting, hey, how are you doing, blah, 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 would they have been in my life as long as they were in my life? And then I see gold digger. This connection comes with a price tag. It's calculated, strategic, and dripping in dollar signs. Remember how I said earlier, Libra, you're making a lot of money or you're heading towards that route? Because where's that card at? I said it's raining money for some of you. Where is it? I just had it. Dang it. I put it back. Some of you, whether you're making this money now or you're on the road to making this wealth, be careful of people who are there just because of what you're making. Because I'm strongly getting that, I feel like I'm reading for a Libra that is used to having people around that saw you as a giver, as a generous person, but that was when you were from a place of trauma and, needing to heal your self-worth. And now you've been working on yourself, so those same tricks don't work on you anymore. And they're wanting you to know that those people that were so used to you always saying yes all the time are going to be blindsided when they discover that those yeses aren't coming cheap anymore. Okay? Dang, Libra. And then you got falling in love. Whether they saw it coming or not, the heart's getting involved and it's getting deep fast. This is more than a fling. Yeah, Libra. From the very beginning of this reading, you got someone showing up who is going to fall in love with you. And it feels like it's going to be mutual. So I hope that helps. Hope that helps. On to Scorpio. On to Scorpio. Wow, that was beautiful. I like that. I love success stories like that. All right, Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. What up, Buttercups? Hi, Lenora. Hi, Rosemary. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic. All right, let's take a look at Scorpio. What's going on with Scorpio? What is going on with Scorpio, please? 2 more shuffles. 1, whoa, and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful Scorpionators. You got a jumper, and it's the 6 of Pentacles card. Beautiful. I love this version of the 6 of Pentacles. All right, we'll talk about that in a moment. All right, so the one on your mind, Scorpio, how did they feel about you? We have the 7 of Pentacles, their intent, the 9 of Cups, the energy unfolding behind the scenes, the Knight of Wands, your feelings for this person, the 10 of Wands, and the overall energy is the Hierophant, Mage for Taurus, influenced by the Queen of Pentacles and the Magician and the King of Cups. Ooh, and then I see the Queen of Cups right underneath that. Okay, so Scorpio, it feels like you've got a lot of good changes here. You're getting a lot of attention moving forward. And you're doing really well for yourself, might I add. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Scorpio, I feel like I've been getting this card specifically a lot for you in my weekly and monthly readings. You are looking dang good. You're looking dang good. It feels like with that 6 of Pentacles wanting to hop out during the pre-shuffle, you got a lot of universal blessings heading your way. Okay. There appears to be a person in your life right now that you are developing some sort of strong bond with, but it kind of feels like there's an outlier also here. I don't know if that was the correct term. It felt weird coming out of my mouth. Like someone else trying to wedge themselves into your life, into a life that you've already created. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So the person on your mind, their feelings for you is the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles can often show up when we are assessing some things. We're taking a step back and reevaluating, you know, why the 7 of Pentacles? The hell? Someone's got my birds by the door. Why are they out? Why the 7 of Pentacles? The Page of Wands. And the 6 of Wands. Scorpio, someone feels like you are a really good investment. It feels like someone's looking at you as if being with you means they'll also have a lot of fun in their life. Some of you guys met in June of 2021. That's not for all of you. I'm looking at that bib number. You feel like someone's putting a lot of pressure on you around this time frame. I'm just trying to figure out what direction it's coming from. Because it feels like I'm reading for a Scorpio that's getting a lot of attention. Let's get into your feelings first, Scorpio, and then I'm going to dive into your person a little bit, because it feels like there's like a split in your person. Not like they have a split personality, but it kind of feels like when I tapped into your person's feelings, they're giving me 2 different perspectives, and sometimes that shows up when there's 2 different people. All right, so let's dive in. Why the 10 of Wands? Like if I'm asking how your person feels and you got two people in your life, then it's going to come up as that in the feelings. Why the 10 of Wands? The Strength card, Leo energy, and the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so Scorpio, you are aware that you're being given an opportunity to really build something successful. And right now you're trying to hold back being impulsive, but you do feel like the pressure is on to make a decision that aligns with you. For some of you, 10 o'clock might mean something to you. 10 o'clock, it's just showing me right here the time on the clock, 10 o'clock. So I don't know if this is someone who calls you late at night because they work late hours, or it's talking about the pressure is on to make a decision that does change a lot of things, because 10s represent completions. As I'm saying that, I see the Tower, Scorpio energy. Like maybe someone's putting pressure on you to make up your mind in regards to who you want to be with, if they are aware that you're still keeping your options open in dating. It's like someone may be aware that you guys aren't exclusive yet. And they may be putting pressure on you to couple up with them with that Hierophant there. Because I do have the King and Queen of Cups here, which is a very lovely pair. A very lovely pair. Two people who have a lot of emotional, depth between the two of them. But it feels like there's an outsider here, and I felt that when I saw the Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands comes in as someone exciting, someone flirty, passionate, things like that. But it's not someone in a committed relationship. Clarify the 9 of Cups. Eight of Wands. Yeah, Scorpio, you're getting a lot of communication this week. You've got a lot of communication coming towards you from multiple directions, it feels like. One pertains to your work and career. The other pertains to someone that you may already have an emotional, deep connection to. And it feels like another person that is just like coming and going from your life, like coming and going. And you're just trying to figure out what path aligns with your future. Yeah, it feels like your phone's going to be buzzing a lot this week. Your phone's going to be buzzing a lot. You're getting a lot of attention. With that 6 of Wands there, you're getting a lot of attention. All right, let's break down this Knight of Wands once and for all. The High Priestess, and then I see the Justice card. The High Priestess can sometimes be a secret. So someone might be a secret in your life, Scorpio, where you got one connection that is more out in the open with your friends and family. Your friends know this person, your family members know this person, things like that. But you might be talking to someone else that no one really knows because you don't really know what their intentions are. Like I said, I don't feel like you're not in an exclusive relationship just yet, but someone's putting pressure on you to know what you want very soon, because they don't want to just be a choice anymore. They want to be the person that you're wanting to ride with. Now, for my Scorpios that are in an exclusive relationship already, you may feel like someone's putting a lot of pressure on you to break a contract with that Justice card and step forward towards them. The Knight of Wands can be very persuasive in getting, someone to step out of their relationship. So if you don't want to step out of your relationship, if you're already in one, I would cut that person off. I would cut that person off. The Knight of Wands isn't thinking about the future. The Knight of Wands is thinking about right now and that wand that they've got, if you catch my drift. Or vice versa. Someone's not thinking about the future and what happens next after choices are made. So if you've already got someone, Scorpio, that you have something real with, something very deep and personal with, I would not risk losing this for someone that doesn't know what tomorrow what they want for tomorrow. Okay? It's kind of what I'm getting. Clarify that King of Cups, Queen of Cups. Ten of Swords and the Page of Cups, a potential for betrayal. Scorpio, they're showing me that there could be a potential for a betrayal if that's the direction you go. Now, mind you, you're showing up as this Nine of Pentacles. You're showing up as someone very stable, independent, and strong. All right? But I do feel like there's a very persuasive person orbiting around you that wants to get your attention, even though your attention is already somewhere else. The other message I could be getting, Scorpio, is that someone that you haven't heard from in a long time may be reaching out after you've already accepted that you and another person are more aligned with each other in your goals and your values, but that there's still someone that you're very attracted to and could feel, you know, persuaded by, you know, hearing what they have to say. Okay? It feels like there's a temptation here. I'm surprised I don't have the Devil card. Feels like there's a temptation here. And as I'm saying that, I see the Two of Swords, which could be encouraging you to ignore this or to block this person's number if you feel like hearing from them would like leave you tempted to betray another person's trust when you don't want to. Yeah, it kind of feels like someone that may have lost touch with you a long time ago is coming back around, wanting to see how you're doing now that you've already settled into a very comfortable, nurturing space with another person. Oh man, I think that's what the message is. And I wonder if that's why the date 6/30/21 is here. For some of you, 2021 could be the last time you ever heard from someone who's reaching out around this time frame while you're already settled with someone else. For some of you, 6 and 30 might mean something to you, or 21. Okay. It's like someone that you walked away from or walked away from you a while back is turning back around now that you have already like established something stable with someone. I would not risk it. I would not risk it. If someone's coming back around wanting to meet up with you and like talk over old times, you know, talk about the good old days, I would not accept it if I were you. I'm not you though. Don't make a decision off of a tarot reading either. Scorpio, it feels like someone from way back when is getting ready to reach out to you while you're already in an established relationship. And looking really good, might I add. Some of you, the reason why the connection may have ended was potentially because of a move. Someone may have moved away and lost touch, but the chemistry was still there. You might be getting a letter or a correspondence from someone that you lost touch with. Because whoever this person is, I'm not getting negativity off of them. I'm just getting that your lifestyle's changed and keeping up with each other just didn't make sense anymore. But you've moved on and now you're connected with someone here, and hearing from this person might bring back the feels, but I don't know if it's worth it though. You got someone here putting pressure on you to like know what you want with them, while another person is, I don't know, tempting. Let me get another card on that Knight of Wands, but I'm going to use a different tarot deck. It's like 2021 is popping up in my head. Like someone hasn't heard from someone since 2021 and is hearing from someone around this time frame. It's like, hey, I'm in town. You want to meet up? The Hermit, Virgo energy, and the Two of Cups and the Chariot. Yeah. It feels like, Scorpio, someone may be wanting to meet up with you in private. Could be a Virgo, could be a Cancer. Someone with Venus and Cancer placement. Now, it doesn't have to be 2021 was the last time you heard from this person, but I am getting that there's been a substantial amount of time since you last spoke to each other, and that there's been enough time for you to get well established with somebody else or appreciate something else. And then I'm also seeing that Nine of Pentacles again and the King of Wands, indicating that you are self-made. You have grown. You've become very successful since the last time you spoke to this person. And maybe the universe kept you apart from this person because maybe when you were last connected, you were too focused on them and not focused enough on your own career goals and your own personal goals, that the separation helped you grow and mature and gain some independence. and learn a lot about yourself, which brought you to this person. But now it feels like someone else is circling back around, wanting to see how you're doing. And I'm being guided to tell you not to accept it if it's going to cost you this connection. Unless you're okay with just having a coffee date. Nothing more, nothing else. Yeah, Page of Cups. It feels like you're getting a sweet message from someone, Scorpio. Someone that you haven't talked to in a very long time. Could be a younger water sign, a Cancer, a Pisces, Scorpio. Someone's been wondering a lot about you since the last time you guys spoke. And thank you so much to November guest. I appreciate you. Thank you for the birthday wish. Scorpio, someone's been wondering about you, wonder what you've been up to. It feels like someone younger than you. Could be a mixture of water and fire in their chart, like a water sun sign, a fire rising sign. And I'm getting Venus in Cancer. Anything else for Scorpio? Because I keep on seeing this phone ringing. And your expression to it looks like it catches you off guard. And it might happen at 10 at night. 10 at night, you get a random phone call or a text message. Or DM. As I said that, the Page of Wands. So Scorpio, someone's getting very curious about what you've been up to and is going to try, with that try there, to reach out and see how you're doing. I'm also getting, for some of you, this person may have left you out in the cold unexpectedly with that Five of Pentacles. Like this is someone that you didn't expect was going to stop responding to your messages, to ignore you. You never saw that this person was ever going to be that type of person to just leave you on red. And since then, they thought about the what ifs. Yeah, there's been some grieving, some being unable to let each other go. All right, I'm going to leave that alone. That is starting to turn into a personal reading. The first part felt like it was more for everyone. The other one felt like a personal. I went to pick up the stack of cards, and this one card wanted to stay on the table. Situationship. It's a situationship, not a relationship, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's drama-free. Some of you Scorpios, someone who you were possibly in a situationship went no contact on you a long time ago, and you never knew why they went quiet. And it might be the time where you might find out why they went quiet in the first place. But is it a scam? Is it someone that's just trying to pull you into, you know, a place you don't want to be and wreck something that you've built since the last time you guys saw each other? Because someone here loves you or could love you. For zodiac signs that came through the tarot portion, I have Pisces, Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Leo. It could be any zodiac sign. Consequences. No more running. The karma is catching up and someone's being held accountable. Someone here might be dealing with a lot of karma surrounding, you know, what they may have done to you and maybe trying to correct things, wanting to, you know, make peace with you. If someone did leave you on red and disappeared, they might be wanting to be accountable for that. Someone new, someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering what your heart is capable of. Scorpio, I keep on getting a new opportunity for you in love. I just can't tell if it's a new person or you and a current person reestablishing a new way of loving each other, or if it's someone that you dealt with that disappeared wanting to reappear in your life and they're being seen as a new opportunity for you. Afraid of love. It's natural to guard your heart, but remember, every leap of faith is a chance for a beautiful landing. Digital love. You're vibing through the screens, but don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in life. And then it also shows me the third wheel card. A side character is trying to write themselves into the main plot, but this story already has a leading duo. Look, Scorpio, I said that earlier. Your connection right now with someone feels like it's already established. And this person could be that third wheel trying to, you know, like write themselves into your love life. And it feels like it starts in as a digital connection where you're texting nonstop but not really seeing each other in person. And they're giving you all these, you know, promises of what life would look like with them in it. leaving you feeling pressure to leave something that's already established and working for something that is all based off of what they're saying, you know, fantasy talk, maybe. All right, so I hope that helps. But Scorpio, it's going to be an interesting week for you, and you got a lot of money opportunities here too, it looks like. All right, that one was very in-depth. On to Sagittarius. Some readings take a little bit longer to deliver, others are a little bit shorter. Just remember, these readings aren't timed. And I know that one kind of got long. All right, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. What up, buttercups? Let's take a look at your week ahead. All right, what do we have for Sagittarius? Make sure my microphone isn't caught in my hair. Okay. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Two more shuffles? One and two. Let's rock this and deck for my awesome Saggies. All right, Sagittarius, the one on your mind, how do they feel about you? We got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups right away is telling me that around this time frame, someone's feeling very heartbroken about the two of you, that they've lost you in some way, that they're grieving you. What's their intentions? We have the Chariot, Cancer energy. What's unfolding behind the scenes? The Nine of Swords. I feel like I got this for you for your weekly reading, Sagittarius, and it's coming through again. You got someone that's feeling like they've lost you and they don't know what to do here. They're not doing too well. Well, that kind of shifted the mood a bit. You've got someone that feels like they effed up big time and they don't know how to undo it all. You got someone here that's really dealing with a lot of stress right now. They're not sleeping too good. Now, that's not to make you feel bad or make you go back or to talk to them if you broke up with them. It's just letting you know that you leaving has left a huge impact on someone. How does Sagittarius feel about this person, please? The Three of Swords, you are also deeply hurt. Look at the 3 8s too, just when I said that. Sagittarius, you and another person are both grieving each other right now. So I don't know if you guys just had a huge blowout, had a huge fight, or this has been a theme in the last few months. Maybe you guys haven't talked to each other in months now. It just feels like you both are going through it big time. Oh, that's heavy. Jeez. A lot of water and air. It's all water and air here. So you guys are in your heart and in your mind. What's the overall theme? Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. The overall theme, Sagittarius, is that the universe is trying to establish something new for you. It's trying to get you to focus on healing right now, because what they have in store for you is going to be very beautiful, it feels like. But you're needing this time to look at things in a different perspective on why certain things happen, why certain people have to leave our life, why certain arguments have to take place, why, you know, we meet just to break up. They're wanting you to see this situation in a different perspective, because what they have in store for you is very, very beautiful. So let's break it down. I don't know if this is talking about a new beginning with this person or you meeting someone new when the time is right. So let's dive into this person's feelings for you. We got the Five of Cups. A door just slammed in my house at the same time I was holding that Five of Cups. It's a family member of mine, but the timing feels very symbolic to a chapter closing, a door being shut. Clarify the Five of Cups, please, for how this person feels about Sagittarius. The Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune, that is karmic closure. At times, it's learning a valuable karmic lesson and hoping that something good comes out of all of it. The Wheel of Fortune is also the energy of what goes around comes around. So there could be like retribution here, some sort of karmic retribution. I don't know if I'm saying that word correctly. Like someone may be feeling what they put you through. Now, that's not saying that you're, like this person's bad and you're all good. No, it feels like you both are seeing each other in a different perspective and understanding where the other person is coming from in order for you guys to learn from this experience. With the Wheel of Fortune being here, they're showing me that something was meant to happen the way that it happened. So don't get stuck in the past. Don't live in regret. They're showing me that the situation would have happened anyway, regardless of the scene. Like sometimes we might think to ourselves, if I just didn't pick up the phone that day, we wouldn't have had a fight and we wouldn't have broken up that night. Yeah, if it wasn't that night, it was probably going to be the next day. It's like if someone's caught up in fear of what if we didn't go out that day and not have that argument, we would still be together. Don't think of it like that. The Wheel of Fortune usually comes in to let you know that that situation was going to happen anyway, even if it's a different situation surrounding it. Whether fighting over, money, fighting over other people, it would have still happened. It was supposed to happen that way. All right, clarify Sagittarius' feelings. Why the Three of Swords, please? The Seven of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. What this is kind of showing me, Sagittarius, is that you're in this position because you were fighting for something that you wanted for yourself. And what you wanted for yourself is this Ace of Pentacles, which is a stable opportunity. Like fighting for, someone to give you a serious offer and not just a situationship, or someone wanting to propose marriage instead of just calling you their girlfriend or their boyfriend. You were putting your foot down, Seven of Wands, in regards to wanting something stable. Someone may have not been offering you something stable, wanted to keep your relationship casual, or wanted to keep it, no strings attached. And then another door slammed again. So Sagittarius, it kind of feels like what's going on is that you and another person had strong feelings for each other, but your future goals were not aligned with each other. You wanted two different things. You wanted two different things. Thank you so much, Stacy. I'm so glad you like my readings. I'm trying to give you a heart, but there we go. Thank you so much, Stacy. It feels like Sagittarius, you're pretty much saying, you sacrificed how you feel about someone to know what was better for you in the future. It's like saying goodbye to someone that you care about, but you know that they're not able to give you what you're looking for. It's like, imagine wanting a stable lifestyle with someone with a stable home, a stable, family, things like that, but you fell in love with someone that can't keep a job or chooses the nightlife, or things like that. You're like, all right, I'm not going to ever have a stable home, stable family with someone that can't keep a job and spends all their money on, frivolous things. I got to let this person go if I am ever going to have that life that I want for myself. It's kind of what that's saying, Sagittarius. You gave someone a chance to show you whether they could align with what you wanted, and it didn't happen. Doesn't make them bad, just makes that you guys weren't aligned for the future. And with the Ace of Cups being the overall theme for you with the Page of Swords, it's showing me that in due time, after you heal, someone that has the same future plans is going to be heading your way, and you guys are going to hit it off. You guys are going to hit it off. Okay. Clarify the Chariot as this person's intentions. It feels like this person intends to move on and heal, but they're having trouble doing so. Why the Chariot? The Magician and the Two of Wands. They're at a crossroads in regards to whether to move on for good or find a way to manipulate the situation back into a new cycle. The Magician can sometimes be manipulating in a way that is mutually beneficial, but sometimes it's manipulating a situation where one person benefits and the other person doesn't. Okay, So this person's at a crossroads, Two of Wands, on whether to move on from you and heal, or to find a way to manipulate a new cycle to begin between the two of you, knowing that they already know that you guys are not aligned with your future. I don't know how, I don't care for that. It's like, if I know I'm not aligned with someone's future and that being with me is going to hold them back from the future that they want, and I still go ahead and try to manipulate a new cycle with that person, knowing that it's only benefiting me and not them, that's pretty, it's selfish. It's selfish. So Sagittarius, someone here knows that they're unable to give you what you're wanting, but is trying to find a way to get you back in their life again. Let's clarify that Nine of Swords. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, and the Knight of Wands. So it does show me someone is trying to, you know, find a way to come back, and it feels like they're coming in very fast, very fast. You hear that? It's a motorcycle out there. Listen. Am I hearing things? I must be hearing things. Motorcycle. Motorcycle. I think it's one of my neighbors, but the timing was cool. Sagittarius. If you want this person back, that's totally up to you. But let's clarify the overall theme. Five of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. Yeah, Sagittarius, it looks like you're blocking someone from coming back into your life and choosing a new direction. Look at that. And look, remember how I was talking about money earlier? How sometimes I made that comparison where you want a stable life, but you're dealing with someone that can't hold a job down or is always spending money that they don't have. Well, this art depiction shows me someone at a gambling. All right. So I don't know if you're pulling away from someone that gambled the relationship away, or gambles money, or just spends it before they can invest it. It's like there's some sort of specific message saying that someone was unable to provide a stable life for yourself, and this is what you're wanting for yourself. Someone gambled a relationship away repeatedly by not offering you what you were asking for, so now you're going after it yourself. So yeah, Sagittarius, it feels like this reading is all about you healing and recovering from a relationship that just does not align with you, even though there's love here, and spending time on you, and that when you least expect it, you're going to meet somebody new. But it does feel like whoever you're healing from might try to reignite another cycle with you without any changes to what the issue was in the first place. Okay? So just do what's best for yourself, Sagittarius. I open up to Secret Admirer. There's someone in your orbit who's totally into you, but they haven't found the nerve to make a move. Look at this. Remember your overall theme, Sagittarius, is the Ace of Cups, Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a new onlooker. Someone curious about you, watching you, scoping you out. You might have someone who's admiring you with that Secret Admirer card, but waiting for the right moment because they know you just walked away from a relationship, and they're giving you time to, you know, figure out some things. And 9/11 on the viewer count clock as I'm holding this card. So Sagittarius, it feels like you're in the energy of walking away from someone, whether they proposed marriage or gave you false hope that there could be marriage. You're healing, you're taking good care of yourself, and in the meantime, you might already have someone that's wanting to hit you up but wanting to wait until you're over your ex. It's like, all right, I'm not offering Sagittarius nothing while they're still crying over their ex. I want to give them time to heal, to focus on themselves. And I don't mean it in an insensitive way, crying over their ex. No, I feel like this person is coming in with some compassion for you if you already know who this person is. Anything else for Sagittarius? The single life. Embrace your independence, expand your horizons, and enjoy the solo journey. When you are your best, you attract your best. And marriage vows also. Look at that. Just stay single for a little bit, Sagittarius, and you might attract the one. Look at that. Marriage vows. Forever isn't fantasy here. It's a shared choice. Marriage is either present, predicted, or deeply desired. Look at that. Just focus on single life right now and focus on being your best. Then you attract someone who's wanting the same things as you. When you're with someone that you care about and you both don't want the same things, it's okay to, you know, end that relationship to see who's out there, you know? I mean, unless you can make it work. Not everyone has to break up because they hate their person or there was cheating, or sometimes people just can peacefully break up because the relationship is just not aligned, you know, and then you meet the right one. That usually shows up when someone's not willing to settle on sacrificing their future goals to force a person in it. I don't feel like you're going to be single for much longer though, Sagittarius. For those two cards that come out like that next to each other, I don't feel like you're going to be single for too long. So just enjoy your time alone right now and work on healing. You're going to be just fine. That was a very good combo of cards to show up right after that. At that reading we just did. All right, so I hope that helps, Sagittarius. I love ya. On to my sea goats. On to my sea goats. My Cappies. All right, let's do it for Capricorn. Oh my goodness, I did it. I was able to write Capricorn out in backwards without messing it up. Did it? Hold on. Yep, I spelled it right. It's really hard to write backwards, but that's why I've been abbreviating a lot of the names. Sagittarius, I struggle with spelling when it's not backwards. Is it 2 R's? Is it 1 R? Is it 1 S? Is it 2 S's? Okay, anyways, Capricorn. Hold on. Let me get comfortable in this dang chair. There we go. All right, what do we have for Capricorn? 2 more shuffles for Capricorn. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful sea goats. All right, Capricorn, the person on your mind, how do they feel about you? We have the 3 of Pentacles, their intentions, the Sun, major for Leo, what's unfolding behind the scenes, the Knight of Cups. Nice, Capricorn. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me just get your feelings first. Let me make sure you actually like this person. How does Capricorn feel? 6 of Pentacles. And the overall theme is the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor. Capricorn, this looks really nice. I like it. And I like who this person is. It feels like you're acknowledging that you're connecting with someone that actually replenishes what they take. It is not a taker, but a giver. It's like when the 6 of Pentacles shows up in a Capricorn's feelings, you're pretty much saying, I get back what I put into it. So win-win is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's break it down. Because what's unfolding behind the scenes is a lot of love, a lot of romance. It's cute. I like it. So let's start off with this person's feelings for you. Some of you may have met each other at the workplace or while someone was at work. Like you could have been working and someone came passing by, you know. Clarify the 3 of Pentacles. Some of you have mutuals in common. The 3 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. And the 10 of Swords. All right, so Capricorn, some of you met this person while they were grieving an ex. Not the best place or time to meet someone, but hey, can't really control how you meet people. Or while you were the one grieving an ex. And if it wasn't an ex, even though I feel like it is, someone's feeling like you're giving them a lot of shoulder support, you know, a shoulder to lean on. Like, whether you are aware of this or not, Capricorn, if someone's feeling like they met you at a perfect time in their life where they needed someone to lean on. So maybe they never told you that they were getting over something. They may have kept it to themselves, but it looks like having you at the right timing is really bringing in a lot of positive change in their life. I like it. I like it. And if it's not pertaining to like an ex or something like that, this person could be saying that you are the first person to come along in a while that isn't just trying to take what you can get from them. And it's interesting how I mentioned that a second ago for you, how you feel like someone replenishes just as much as they take. For me to say that and then that message to come out could be telling me that you're aligning with someone that's used to being taken advantage of. Like, this person's always like, what can I do for you? That meeting someone like you was going to be helpful because you're someone that's always like being there for people. It's like they're saying, wow, Capricorn actually likes me without asking for anything in return. They don't need anything from me, but they're still here for me. What's the catch? It feels like for some of you, this person might be taken advantage of financially from people in their life. But Capricorn's over here making their own money. Capricorn doesn't need your money. All right, Capricorn doesn't need your money. It feels like you're dealing with someone around this time frame that's used to people always just being around them for money or connections or what they can do for them. That connecting with you without you putting a price tag on something is very rewarding. Someone's feeling like you like them for them. And it's making them feel more comfortable being more themselves around you. This is someone that might wear a mask with other people. People don't really ever get to know them truly until they take their time to get to know them. I'm not getting that they're deceptive. For me to say that, it feels like it's a protective mask where they never feel comfortable being themselves around people. They're always feeling judged. So they always have to like do a lot for people in order to feel accepted, but they never feel fully accepted because they were accepted wearing a mask. So it wasn't really them being themselves. Aw. Capricorn, your person. Jeez. They've been backstabbed a lot. Whoever this person is, I do feel like they want to start off slow with you with that Three of Pentacles. They've been backstabbed a lot. A lot. I'm talking family, friends, lovers. If they got a sword in their hand, they were aiming at that person's back. Oh, human walking dartboard here. All right, let's take a look at your feelings, Capricorn. You got the Six of Pentacles. Maybe this is why you feel drawn to this person. You got a huge soft spot for them. Capricorns usually like to fight for the underdog. Not saying that this person needs you fighting for them, but it's like you felt drawn to their, you know, you felt drawn to like being there for them. Why the Six of Pentacles for Capricorn? Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Strong Leo coming through all of a sudden, and Virgo. You find them really good looking. Capricorn, you find them really good looking. Really good looking, very busy. May have started out in life with a lot of what people deem as disadvantages, but they found a way to make it an advantage. It's like, Capricorn, what I'm kind of getting off of this person and you is that you saw their strength before they did. Oh, don't make me cry. Oh, don't do that, Capricorn. Stop it. Shit. Okay. All right, let's clarify the sun. Because whoever this person is, their intentions is to be happy. Their intentions is to make people happy, but they seem to attract people that just want themselves to be happy and not reciprocate the happiness with them. You, on the other hand, you got the Six of Pentacles, which is telling me that you like to reciprocate. You don't like to just show up empty-handed at a gathering and not give anything. Clarify that, Sun. The Magician. Beautiful. And then I see the Six of Swords right underneath that. Six of Swords is healing. It's coming out of a very stressful time. Now, I don't want you to think that this is like some wet cat off the side of the road, all right? I don't want you to feel that way, Capricorn. This is someone that's very capable, very strong, very successful, it feels like. But they've had their run-ins with some manipulative people, is what I'm kind of getting. People that took advantage of the fact that they're successful, that they're caring and helpful, things like that. And it may have took a toll on them. You are a different breed, it feels like. You're over here like, I already got what I need. I don't need to manipulate anybody to take what they've got. I got it myself. I feel like I'm reading for a Capricorn that is so in touch with your own resources, your own skills, your own... It's just, you wouldn't think for a second to take something from someone else in a manipulative way is what I'm getting off of you, Capricorn. Of course, there are Capricorns that will do that. We got that Devil card out there for a reason. But those are the people that are still healing and growing. We all have a good side and a bad side. But Capricorn, what I'm getting off of you is that you're not trying to steal anything from anybody or to manipulate anyone. You have whatever you need already. You're good. You're good. You're very good on your own. So to give to this person, you have to see something that is mutually beneficial. And you already saw that with the Six of Pentacles, mutually beneficial. It feels like this person's got a strong fire and water and air placement about them, and you've got a lot of earth. You're a strong earth, strong dense earth, so you might have Capricorn stellium for some of you. Some of you might have a Capricorn stellium. If so, you're meant to make a lot of money. All right, so let's take a look at the energy unfolding behind the scenes. We got the Knight of Cups. This is romance. That's romance. That's falling in love with someone. Someone stops in their tracks to admire somebody. Because look, it looks like someone is walking in a subway station, getting ready to, you know, get onto a train, and then they stop in their tracks and just feel drawn to someone. Ace of Wands. Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Seven of Pentacles usually shows up when there's investments. There's a need to pause and reevaluate some things. And the Queen of Cups from the Knight of Cups is showing me emotional progression. We want to see that. I'm happy to see that. From the Knight of Cups to the Queen of Cups, that shows me emotional progression because it starts as a page, then it goes to a knight, and then it goes to a queen or a king. Emotional progression. So what's unfolding behind the scenes is a natural emotional progression between two people. Clarify that Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. So I got a perfect match here. I got the King and Queen of Wands here. So Capricorn, you're repeatedly coming in with this earth element, and this person's repeatedly coming in with this fiery and watery element. It feels like you both are here to help nurture each other. I'm getting repeated queens. Queens show up when a connection deserves more nurturing, more of a softer touch to it. When a lot of king energy shows up in a reading, a connection needs more masculine energy, needs more assertiveness, needs more action. Since I'm getting a lot of queen energy right here, you and another person are needing to focus on nurturing certain areas of the relationship that could get more growth from that. You know, embracing the feminine side of the relationship. But even though I have the King of Wands, which is talking about someone here needing to step up into the assertive role, I feel like being in the feminine energy is going to benefit the two of you a lot, which is all about receiving. All right, so let's get the hidden message, because Capricorn, whoever this person is, it looks good, but they've been through it. So they're a little bit slow to open up. But I feel like with you, they feel comfy. For zodiac signs that came through the tarot portion, you could be dealing with a Pisces, a Leo, an Aries, or a fellow Capricorn, because I do have a lot of Capricorn energy. As I'm saying that, I open up to unspoken feelings. You're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. And then right here, I see troubled past. The past still lingers like smoke in a room. Even if it's buried, its energy hasn't left the building. But it was in reverse, indicating that someone here had a very troubled past. But it's not affecting them anymore. It's not affecting them anymore. Hi, Goodman. Hi, Goodman's Mixes. I just saw you, buddy. It's not affecting them anymore. It's done. So Capricorn, it feels like you're connecting with someone whose life story has been kind of sad, where it's like, all right, they're there for people and people just keep hurting them or taking advantage of their kindness. But now they stepped into a more confident side where they're still kind, but discerning about who to be kind to. And they like you. They like you. And look, trusted friend. There's no mask here. Just trust. Hold on, rewind. There's no mask here, just the rare kind of connection where someone can be 100% real. What did I say at the very beginning of your reading, Capricorn? What did I say? I said earlier, may not be verbatim, but I think I said someone wears a mask, but not because of deception, but because they don't feel comfortable being open with just anyone until someone takes the proper time to actually get to know them as a person. And then the mask comes off and they realize how sweet and loving and caring they are. So some of you Capricorns, this starts off as a friendship first. Because we did start off your reading with the Three of Pentacles as their feelings. You met through mutual friends or met through work. And it starts off as a trusted friend and it turns into more. Turns into more. Okay, it's got a beautiful outcome here. That's what I'm getting. I went to shuffle it back in and the card keeps on falling out. Oh, hold on. Cards are falling everywhere. Hidden agenda. Not everyone's motives are obvious. This connection comes with fine print and a hidden clause. I feel like that goes back to the mask wearing, where someone's always worried that someone's got hidden agendas. And then I see fighting in reverse. Communication has collapsed. It's no longer about finding solutions. It's about winning at all costs. But it came out in reverse. Someone's done fighting. Someone's exhausted. Someone's over the fighting in regards to relationships in general, where they would rather be alone by themselves than to deal with, you know, shady people or stressful people. And it feels like you're one of the few people that they do want to still have an intimate, close relationship with. All right, so Capricorn, I hope that made sense for you. If this didn't resonate, it feels like you might have someone who might be just a friend of yours that appreciates you being in their life, even if it doesn't turn romantic. All right, so, but that felt romantic. It felt romantic. All right, hope you enjoyed your reading, Capricorn. On to Aquarius. Now let's see if I can write the whole name backwards for Aquarius too. I'm on a roll. Yay, I did. I was able to do it. All right. Hi, Aquarius. Hope you guys are all doing amazing. Let's take a look at you guys for the week ahead. Two more shuffles for Aquarius. 1, 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful aqua babies. All right, so the one on your mind, what's their feelings for you? We got the Strength card, major for Leo. Their intentions with you, the Two of Pentacles. What's unfolding behind the scenes, the Eight of Pentacles. Your feelings for this person, the Queen of Cups. And the overall theme is the Ten of Cups. Influenced by the Three of Cups, and then I see the Ten of Wands. All right. All right. I'm seeing repeated 8. The number 8 might mean something to you. Looks like you're having a good week. All right, let's break it down. Looks like Aquarius is having a good, pleasant week. All right, so let's take a look at this person's feelings for you. Why the Strength card? Someone feels like they get a lot of support from you. They appreciate it. They appreciate your support. The Three of Swords and the Eight of Cups. They appreciate your support. It kind of feels like, Aquarius, you may be dealing with someone that has a lot of stuff going on right now, and they appreciate the fact that you've been there for them. That doesn't feel like a feeling that they feel towards you specifically. It feels like this is something that this person's dealing with in their life in general, and likes that you're someone that they can talk to. It's another number 8. It doesn't feel like you're the person that they've lost in their journey. It feels like you're the one that's been there through the losses. I hope I'm explaining this correctly. Oh my goodness. Let me just get back to that. Let's dive into your energy. You got the Queen of Cups. You got your heart wide open. You're coming in as a sweetheart, very loving, very supportive. Why the Queen of Cups? The Four of Swords, and then I see the Ten of Wands and the Two of Cups on the bottom. Aquarius, even though you've got a very busy work schedule or a very busy life, you're making time out for someone this week. You might be getting an unexpected invite out or an unexpected call. Why does this feel like it's not a romantic situation, but a friend? It kind of feels like this feels like a reading for an Aquarius that's dealing with a friend that needs your support right now while they heal from a breakup or heal from something that's going on in their life. Take it however it resonates. Doesn't mean that you don't have love around you, because look, when I pulled your overall energy, I got the Ten of Cups followed by the Three of Cups, indicating that I feel like I'm reading for an Aquarius that does have a special someone romantically in your life, but it feels like this reading is more focused on a friendship than your love life right now. Like your love life is working out great with that Ten of Cups, that you don't need any advice in your love life, but that you've got a person in your life that could really use your support right now, and they feel like you are supportive. I'll dive more into your love aspect, don't you worry, but it does look like you don't really need that. You look like you're so fulfilled right here. You look like you've got everything that you want. You got a lot of love around you. But you got someone that's really going through it right now. Clarify their intentions with Aquarius. As I say that, I see the Star card, which is your major arcana. And it shows me someone helping someone out of a really difficult situation. Notice how you're pulling someone out of the rubble, like you're pulling their arm out. Not like pulling it out of the socket, but like pulling them out of a very disastrous situation. Aquarius, you are an earth angel for someone this week. You're a source of like comfort and support. It's like someone knows that you're already in a secure, happy relationship, whether you're married or in a couple. Someone already knows that you're in a healthy relationship and would like your advice on healing from a relationship that maybe they just broke up with. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, oh, Aquarius is happy with their person. Let me get advice on my love life with them. Tell me about that Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Wands and the Lover's card and the King of Cups. Yeah, Aquarius, I'm strongly getting that your love life looks really good. You're having a really good week. Okay? That King of Cups is a perfect match to this Queen of Cups, and we got the Lover's card right here indicating that you've got a loving person by your side around this time frame that you're making time out for. But it feels like the message in today's reading is about a friend or a family member, someone that needs your support right now. Okay? Anything involving Aquarius's love life. You know what? Let me use a different tarot deck. Anything in regards to Aquarius's love life right now? No, it keeps on telling me the same thing. Aquarius, they're pretty much saying this week you don't really need to focus too much on your love life because everything looks like it's stable. They just keep on bringing me back to this other person. I don't know if it's a family member of yours or a friend. Someone needs you. Someone needs you. And they feel like you're always supportive, that you're always that strength for them. What is this person going through? Can you give me more specifics? It's like you might have a friend that keeps on taking back that same bad boyfriend, that same girlfriend. It's like Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you got someone around you, Aquarius, that feels like their love life isn't a dead end, and they are seeing you in a successful union, or they feel like you're heading that way with someone, even if you're not already there, but you're like newly dating somebody, and they want to know how you do it. They want your advice. They want your advice. You got someone who's in a dead-end situation in regards to their love life, and they're sick of choosing the wrong people, and they're wanting to ask you for support. Okay, now remember, roles could definitely be reversed, Aquarius. This could be you being that friend wanting to go towards someone else for some sort of support, or going to someone that you feel like you get advice from, whether a mentor, a family member, a friend, or a therapist. It could be any of that. Tell me more about how this person feels. It keeps on coming back out. The Nine of Wands keeps on coming back out. Aquarius, you've got someone here that is really exhausted and worn out here, and they're reaching out to you. They might fear that the people that they do reach out have no apathy or have no empathy for what they're going through, but they feel like you're not that type of person. It's like I can picture them saying, oh, thank goodness you answered your phone. Everyone else keeps on ignoring my texts. I feel like I'm bothering people, but I never seem to bother you. It's kind of what someone's saying about you this week, Aquarius. All right. Enough about that person for the moment. I want to break down what's going on with your love life, because I'm sure that there's still something here that we can talk about in regards to your situation. Feels like a family member or a friend hijacked your reading, Aquarius. Anything else for Aquarius's love life? Any specific messages for them? The Knight of Cups, they just keep on showing you that your love life is going good, Aquarius. And that they don't want you stressing where there doesn't need to be any stressing. You might be someone that when it's going good, you start to get suspicious of it. And you start to look for maybe, you know, somewhere where you may have overlooked something. They're showing me that if you're happy with someone and someone's been showing up for you, don't go looking for problems. Don't go looking for flaws. And it feels like that's why this other person's showing up in the reading, kind of giving you a comparison of what, you know, what a negative relationship could look like, or what a negative experience could look like, so you can have a comparison of your relationship. Like sometimes you might think, oh man, I don't think I'm in a good relationship. And then you go to look at someone who's not in a good relationship and you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to stay where I'm at. It's kind of giving that energy for some of you. Like you just need a comparison to understand whether you should continue moving forward with someone. And this is kind of a confirmation that you're with someone that you could continue moving forward with. But there's nothing else coming through, Aquarius. Yep, nothing else. Your reading is being very quiet when it comes to your love life, Aquarius. It feels like you've already done the work to get you where you deserve to be in regards to a love companion that is meant to be healthy. But it feels like your attention is being directed to a friend right now, a friend in need. Okay? So let's get the hidden messages. That was very specific. That felt like a personal reading, Aquarius. Ulterior motives in reverse. Someone's words and actions aren't lining up, and that's not an accident. And there's an agenda here, and love might not be it. But it came in reverse. Someone here may be worried that someone's got ulterior motives because they're coming in too sweet, to this, to that, where it could feel a little bit too good to be true. And that could be why this other energy is showing up in your life, Aquarius, to show you what someone with ulterior motives looks like. Because whoever this person is, they got betrayed by somebody. They got betrayed by somebody. And they're going to share with you the signs that they noticed. Different worlds. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. Aquarius, I feel like the only flaw that you're seeing in your love life right now could be the fact that you guys may have different cultures, grew up from different backgrounds maybe. Okay, and you're still trying to navigate through that. I feel like I'm reading for an Aquarius that's happily married. There's just no message coming through outside of that. Gold digger in reverse. This connection comes with a price tag, and it's calculated, strategic, and dripping in dollar signs. Again, it came out in reverse. Aquarius, you've got a positive read. They're not giving me anything. It's like crickets, except actually chirping. I don't know if you can hear it, but all my birds are like being very birdie right now. Aquarius, this is the first time in a long time I don't get a message for you in regards to your love life. It keeps on showing me the exact same thing. That you are doing good with somebody and that a friend needs your support or a family member. Okay? I can't force a message if it's not there. There's like nothing coming out. So I hope that helps, but it looks pretty good for you. All right, you could be dealing with a Gemini, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong water. I feel like in regards to your friend or family member, this person could be strong fire placements or strong earth. All right, on to Pisces. I've said this before, sometimes these readings don't come in with a romantic message. It can come in with a message involving someone that we're close to, a friend, family member, things like that. It's not always romantic. All right. Hi, Pisces. Oh my God, this freaking chair. I've been saying this for months. I got to get a better chair. It's a great chair, but I don't know. I'm not meant to be sitting that long. All right, Pisces. My water fishies. Let's see what's going on. What do we have for Pisces, please? What do we have for Pisces? Two more shuffles for Pisces. 1 and 2. Let's rock this and deck for my beautiful water fishies. All right, Pisces, the one on your mind, what's their feelings for you? We have the Moon, Pisces Major Arcana. Their intentions with you, the World card, that's fixed energy all around. What's unfolding behind the scenes, we have the 5 of Cups. A nice release of something, that's for certain. What is Pisces' feelings? The Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of water in this reading. And the overall theme is the Emperor, Major for Aries, and the Magician. Side message, it feels like for some there could be a death anniversary surrounding a father figure. Okay, like someone's feeling very nostalgic about a father figure that's no longer alive in the 3D. Back to the love message. Okay. So let's dive into this person's feelings for you, Pisces. We got the Moon card. Why the Moon for how this person feels about Pisces this week? You got someone in their feelings. Someone's really in their feelings. It's like being around you brings out the waterworks. Huh, I wonder, oh, oh, I wonder if that's why the Five of Cups is right here with all this other stuff. Pisces, you might be that type of person that gets people opening up. Like, you guys make good therapists. Really, Pisceans make really good therapists. You're really that person that can be like, open up. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Clarify the Moon, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. You got someone that's feeling like they're emotional about a lot of like abandonment in their life, a lot of loss in their life. And you're over here as this Queen of Cups, coming in as this compassionate person, this very loving person. It feels like, Pisces, you got someone opening up to you about a lot of trauma around this time frame. I don't know if it's to solidify your bond a little bit by understanding them a little bit more, but it leads to a lot of other, it's like they might open up to you in person, but it feels like it opens up the floodgates to where when you're not around, they're still like going through an emotional release of something. It's like you opened up something that was closed for a long time. I don't know if I'm making sense with that. It's like, imagine getting to know someone who's done a really good job at wearing a mask and never really opening up about their feelings to people, always just like, yeah, everything's fine. And then you find a way to get them to open up about something briefly, and then you're done with that conversation. You're moving on with life, and you just opening up that little bit to this person led them to having like other things go on. Clarify the Queen of Cups. I don't know if that was your intentions, Pisces, but it looks like you did it. Why the Queen of Cups? Three of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. When it comes to your feelings for this person, Pisces, you feel like there could be real growth, real opportunity here to explore, but you're wanting to make certain that you're not skipping over some important steps. And one of those important steps is emotional depth. You want to make sure that you guys have depth with each other emotionally, like you guys can resonate on an emotional level. And in order to do that, you had to open up that cork to that emotional bottle. And then what came out is a whole lot of like stuff that's been trapped in that bottle for a while. Damn. It just showed me an image of two people talking about some random things, and all of a sudden you turn the conversation to something sensitive, and they're talking, and all of a sudden they start unexpectedly crying. They're like, where did these tears come from? And you're like, well, I got you to open up about something. Everything else just follow along. Why the World card? The Death card. I keep on getting, Pisces, that there's a lot of like grief around this person. This person's got a lot of grief around them, whether they've lost a lot of people in their life that they've loved and don't know any or aren't around anymore, or they've lost a lot of faith in other people. It's like this person's got a lot of sadness around them. They've got a lot of sadness around them. Like either people that they've gotten close to have already died, or anyone that they try to get close to ends up hurting them. So there's like a death of that connection. It's like this person's kind of telling me that they've been through a lot of heartache, that they decided to just bottle up their feelings and not process because it felt easier, and you're bringing it out of them. I don't think that this person wants to open up though, but it happens. You're having a breakthrough with someone, Pisces. You're having a huge breakthrough with someone. Clarify that Five of Cups. Because Pisces are known as the nurturers, you know. You care for people. You take good care of people. Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands. Pages usually show up when there's an opportunity for a new cycle to begin. And I was clarifying that Five of Cups, which talks about a loss of something, or a release of something, or a grief of something. Indicating that the circle of life. Endings lead to new beginnings. Clarify this Emperor and this Magician, please. The Empress, Pisces, this looks good. It feels like you're scratching the surface of what someone shows the outside world, and you're getting deeper with somebody. And it's going to lead to this person feeling a bit uncomfortable at first, uncomfortable with expressing themselves a bit more, uncomfortable with letting you get close to them or see a side of them that they've protected for years, if not decades. But it feels like after that release happens, like someone feels really good. And it starts to develop into a partnership. I was a little concerned at first when I saw that Five of Cups until I got like a message of like a grieving, you know, a death of a loved one. Especially with that death card being there. But I'm also getting like someone's grieving a chapter of their life with that World card. And it's like someone's not letting their past affect their present or future anymore. Someone's coming in very emotional this week. Someone's in their feelings. Someone's feeling a lot of anger for their past, but then relief that it's in their past, and just like transmuting it all, especially with that Magician. So Pisces, it feels like you being a loving, nurturing person is wearing off on somebody in a really healthy way, but it feels like at first it seems scary. Like someone's like, oh, we're talking about feelings? I don't want to talk about feelings. But then it turns into a really good opportunity. So, yeah, Pisces. You're unfortunately bringing out a side in someone that they're not wanting to see yet, but then they appreciate it later down the road. I need another card on that. Hold on, let me use a different tarot deck. Pisces, you are that person, I swear. You are that person in a friend group that can get anyone crying about something, but in a healthy, therapeutic way. You guys make really good therapists. You make good spiritualists. Some of you guys might work in medical. Tell me more about this person in Pisces. The Star, it's got a naked person on it, so I can't show you a close-up of the full card, but it's the Star. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And I got the Three of Pentacles. Some of you guys may have met this person at the workplace or through mutuals. And then I got the Sun. Pisces, what I'm strongly getting is that you're bringing out a side of someone that they've never seen before or haven't seen in a long time because they had to be tough all the time. They had to be tough all the time because being anything other than tough got them played, got them taken advantage of, got them manipulated. That connecting with you is, you know, it feels easy to just let that mask slip off. Now, there's no guarantee that this turns into a successful relationship, but what it's showing me is you cross this path, this person's path for a reason, to help them feel comfortable being themselves again and being open again without always having to have this tough exterior. Because they don't want to be like that. This is someone that's naturally sensitive but felt like they couldn't because being sensitive got you taken until you learn boundaries. This feels like more like a cross-watcher reading than anything. Yeah, Eight of Cups and Temperance. Someone is restoring peace in their life. Someone's walking away from, you know, fears, insecurities and bad people and really trying to find their place. And it feels like you are an igniter to that, Pisces. You're giving someone a chance to feel comfortable being free to open up their feelings. But I'm also getting that someone's feeling triggered right now because it could be the anniversary of a death in a family or a death of a very important connection. Someone's in their feelings, and you're the best person to have around when they're in their feelings. Like, you don't judge them. You're like, oh, it's okay. You're going through it. Vent all you want. Anything else for Pisces before I pull the hidden messages? The Knight of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Swords. You got someone that's overthinking their romantic feelings for you, but I feel like the more you let them feel more comfortable being vulnerable, the more that they're going to appreciate those feelings. I feel like you got an overthinker on your hands, Pisces. Someone that overthinks whether it's safe to let those feelings come out is what I'm strongly getting. You got, yeah. Someone is like grieving a past situation while simultaneously enjoying the connection with you, is what that kind of feels like intuitively. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Live and learn. Mistakes were made, but what matters is what's being done differently now. Love is love. Love transcends labels, gender, and expectations. Let your heart feel without fear or an apology. For some, this could be an unexpected love connection where this person is feeling a bit vulnerable here. Like maybe there's something about the two of you that's very different from what they're used to. Secrets and lies. Not everything here is what it seems. Lies, omissions, or double lives could be distorting the connection. I am getting someone here that does wear a mask. They wear a mask out of a form of protection, and I feel like you're gonna see that mask slip off, Pisces. You're gonna see it slip off. Let me get another one. Because people can't lie to a Pisces. You guys are so sensitive to energy that you can tell when someone's telling you one thing, but something else is going on. Wedding day. There's a wedding going down from me to we, from uncertain to official. Everything feels so much more defined now. Pisces, the more this person feels comfortable with you, the more this could actually turn into something serious down the road. Just don't force it. Just don't force it. All right? So I hope that helped. Holy smokes, that was a lot of heavy water energy on that reading. All right, so yeah. Thank you for everyone who was here today. Thank you to my awesome mod squad. I'll be releasing the rest of the August weeklies here in a couple of days, and then I'll be recording the September monthlies. I love doing the monthlies because the monthlies include not just romance. It includes career, money, personal growth, things like that. I love doing general readings. All right, so enjoy the rest of your weekend, you guys. I love you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate you guys. On that note, I rock that deck.